25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
Since I had the old migraine issue.
Yeah.
And I woke up yesterday. It's not uncommon to wake up in the middle of the night for me. And I woke up, it was like 1:32. It's just like, oh, not 1:32, 1:30.
Very specific.
Yeah. And, I always have water by the bedside. I took a drink of that, and then I think I fell asleep. Woke up again at 2:30. Woke up from the headache. I was like, I better do something. So it's always a gamble with me because the meds I have work, but I have to get the migraine right away or in time. But also, if I take them, I'm loopy, and it does it does stuff. There's side effects, It's not
so most days you're not loopy.
I'm loopier than normal, but yes. So I was like, yeah, I got to do this. So
it does something strange to me. I start to remember everything.
Yeah, exactly. It does did strange stuff to me this morning. So there's all kinds of stuff. So I took it, and usually it takes about an hour to clear, but then my alarm goes off at 3:30, just no chance. Like light sensitivity, everything's making Christmas tree lights, the crosses. If I'm looking at my phone to hit snooze, and then I don't know if it was like 4 something, and it's just like, yeah, this ain't gonna go. This ain't happening. And then it's so funny because I went to go text you guys something else yesterday, and this is always fun. And I saw the text I sent. Let me bring it up. Boys, I'm sorry. Meds not helping. Apostrophe migraine BAC. What is that? I mean, you guys obviously got the meaning, but I don't know what a migraine Bach is. But that's what I had.
I think it was migraine back.
Migraine. Oh, maybe it was.
Back.
Migraine back. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe that is what. I don't know what the apostrophe is for, but okay. And then I woke up like in the middle of the show, still was hurting a little bit, but hey, what are the guys doing? Oh, okay. And then, but what's funny is the only thing you do is sleep it off. And so I had like my all-time high score for my sleep on my ring when I finally got up. And
please wake up. You might be dead.
Pretty much. Like, why are you? You have not slept this long ever since you've gotten me. What is going on? Are you dead? Well, I was not. And then the crazy thing is, it probably fully cleared up around 1, and there's a euphoric feeling when it's gone. It's a very good. It's not as good as the migraine is bad, but it's a very good feeling. Like it's like a. What the lion when the thorn comes out of its paw or something. But also, on top of that, I had gotten a ton of sleep. So, oh my goodness gracious, man. Like, the whole rest of the afternoon, I was doing things. I went and we were out of coffee creamer, went to the grocery store, did some grocery shopping, got a couple, not one thing, I got two, so we have a backup now. It's smart, right? And then I went over to, there's a UPS store right by the grocery store, because my counterpart over in England, his wife, they're vegans, and, or vegetarian. No, they're vegans. I don't know if this is a vegan book or a vegetarian book. But apparently her friend she really wanted this. And by the way, these are grown people. They're like, in their 40s. Her friend wanted or maybe it's her friend's niece. I don't know. Somebody wanted a Taylor Swift cookbook, I think, but it wasn't available in the UK. So he asked if he could order
This seems like a cash grab.
Well, just you wait. He asked if he could order it, if I could do him a favor and order it. He could order it, have it mailed to my house, and then would I send it over to him? I said, of course. It's like a month ago. So book comes a couple weeks ago. And I go, you know what? I gotta go mail this. So I go to the UPS store. Now, please understand, this is a book. It's not a little paperback book, but it's like a book the size of a sheet of paper as far as length and width. Maybe 200 pages. This is not an encyclopedia. Okay?
Cash grab.
So, I'll get to that text I just got in a second. Someone's listening. So, I go to the UPS store. It's still in the packaging, and I take out a label that they have, and I write on the label, the address and the name and all that. I thought it was being funny because I referred to him as Sir, blah, 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 just because, hey, cheeky American humor. I go to the front and I say, hey, I just need to make sure this is there by, Christmas-ish, whatever. So whatever your slowest mail is, I don't need it overnight or whatever. And he goes, okay, yeah, well, our slowest, and he kind of laughed, it'll get there, somewhere around the 21st. Okay, all right, cool. How much will that be? And he's, what's the postal code? I give it to him. He comes in. Hey, Chris, how much to UPS regular mail like I described their book over there?
I am going to guess $30.
Mm-hmm.
45.
Not bad. Not a bad guess. It is higher, though.
How much?
$318.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
So and again, before I get into the rest of this story, I want to stress again, because in the world we live in, look, when situations like that arise, I turn into the nicest guy in the world. First off, he's not making the decisions. It's not his fault. He's just some guy working his freaking job, trying to feed his family or whatever. I turn it, and I even say this. I go, okay, I know none of it. Are you sure that's not a mistake? I'm not trying to be a wise guy here, but can you double check that? Does that make any sense to you? And he goes, no, it doesn't. He goes, but that's just I'm so sorry that. And I said, you have no reason to apologize. So he said, let me go make sure this computer isn't goofy, because that really does seem high. So he goes to the back. So while he goes to the back, I do a little something on my phone. He comes back and he goes, that's what it is right now. It's $3. And I said, for regular mail and like $318. And he goes, yeah.
But if you expedite it, it'll be 14.
Oh my Lord. Right. And I said, while you were back there, I just did a little experiment. I could literally buy this book, an economy flight on Delta over there, for $323. I could actually buy the book a flight, and it could fly over there in its own seat for $10 more than what you got. Okay, cool. So I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do now, because my buddy wants I'm not paying and I'm not even asking him to pay. That's stupid. Then I remembered I actually have a person I know here that's leaving today to go over there to help us with something. He knows things that they don't know over there, so he's going to go over there and check some stuff
He'll
out.
see things he'll never see.
And never, ever, ever. So then he works downtown. I go to meet him downtown. We have a Taylor Swift book exchange, and he's leaving on a flight here in 6 hours. He's going to hand deliver it for the grand total of free. So that was cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got home. So karma, this is going to come into play a little bit later. So karma has done me a solid. So then I go home.
Hey, Dave, it's me, Karma. You've been hurting a bit. I'm going to help you out here.
That's exactly right. And that's how I tell you, I went, you know what, thank you, karma. That is really, it went from unlucky with the price at UPS, which I'm just done with UPS. Because the last time I had something, remember the whole customs thing, and they said, UPS can eat one. And if they...
So Brown does nothing for
Brown, Brown, you know what, Brown, it's appropriate because that's the color of their service, is Duke.
They are 2023-2024 Sacramento Kings, Brown.
Thank you. So they're the worst. Wait, wasn't that the Beam team year?
No.
Is you're after the Beam team? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I would say this year, 2025. So I go home and I have all this energy now. I have all this energy. I was like feeling amazing. Thank you. Yeah, you're damn right. Which, by the way, I may need that plumbing. So I go home and I'm like, I got nothing to do. Now, normally, no wife, no kid. I'm at home alone. Well, and then after that, I'm playing video games. Doing something stupid. No, not me. Oh, there's some dishes in the sink. Better do those. Oh, the dishwasher's full. It's clean though. Okay, I'll empty the dishwasher. I'll load the dishes. You know what? Counters haven't been wiped in a long time. I'm going to take everything off of our counters, and I'm going to use our little all-purpose cleaner. I'm wiping the counters down. I even put the sponges and the little drain things in the dishwasher, which never to clean them, right? Then I go around and I empty all the waste baskets in all the bathrooms and everywhere, take that out, vacuum, and then I mop the floor. Like, I'm into it, man. Like, you know what? They're going to come home to a nice clean house. We got dinner ready, all that, right? So then there's that. Then my wife gets home. They get home around 4. We have dinner, and then Mason's got practice at like 7:30 or whatever. She asks him, set the screen. It's actually,
She has a band now.
I actually stole her coffee mug today that I got her last Christmas. Set the screen. So this is where karma, like, I'm out of karma. Officially, I am out of karma.
Gee,
today.
Dave, you really tired me out. I don't know if I can help you anymore.
Taking Mason to practice. I'm in a left turn lane. Red light. So my car, when the light goes green, my car does a little bing to like let you know you can go, right? I'm in the left turn lane. Light turns green. Bing. So Mason and I are in the middle of talking about his day or whatever, you know, but that's it. Nothing else. True story. I'm not doing anything. I'm not distracted. I'm not doing anything other than talking to Mason. Bing. So I'm talking to him. So I go to turn left. And then all of a sudden, as I'm in the middle of the intersection, I realize the middle light turned green. The left turn light is red.
Oh, no.
And there's a car about, I don't know how many feet, but close enough so I could see it coming, far enough away to where I don't even think they had to brake. So I immediately power through oh my God.
That was the best choice.
I literally, I was not trying to freak. Yeah, it was the best choice. It was the only choice. I had to make a split decision. And I didn't want to freak Mason out, so I tried to play it as cool as possible. But because here's the other thing. Car hits us. Who's it hitting first? It ain't hitting me. It's hitting my son. Dude, it was all I could do to not pull the car over. I was so freaked out. Because I kept having these images of in so many other situations, what happens, right? And so I get there, I drop him off, and then I know this is going to sound stupid because I'm not like a religious guy. I'm not, on the way home, I'm literally having a verbal conversation with karma, and I'm just like, thank you so much. I acknowledge what just happened. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dave.
Right.
Seriously, that's the last one. Pay more attention.
Weirdly, it didn't talk back, but I think that's...
You said it ran out. Maybe karma didn't run out.
I think that ran it out is all I'm saying. I think that used up.
Expired it right
I
there.
expired it, or at least that's how I gotta, now in my mind, I am, if I'm not an empty karma, I am in
You need a refill.
I do. Like the old school, where you had the full and the empty gauge in your car. Everyone knows you can go past empty about a pinky's worth if you had to. I'm past E. So I gotta like the rest of the. And the weird thing is, I really like. I don't believe in it, but I kind of. It's one of those things where
You believe in it.
it's like
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
I don't know how much I believe in it, but I believe in it enough to say, you know what? Worst case scenario, I'm doing good things to refill my karma, even if it's just in my own mind. But there's no real downside to it. So that's kind of how I operate. So now I have to do like a bunch of good deeds as soon as possible to try to get like I am in karma debt right now, and I have to, and that's like a visual that is just gonna it keeps flashing in my head because I've never done that before, and I feel terrible, but I feel super like. I'm not trying to trigger anyone who's been through anything like this before, but just the acknowledgement of knowing like, oh, it's just a regular Wednesday night, take my kid to practice, you know, we just had a nice dinner. Oh, what are we doing this weekend? Smack. And your whole life changes.
Right.
And so that like really freaking messed with me. So then I went home and I cut up a pineapple because we had a pineapple left. So I cut up a pineapple. I was snacking on a pineapple for dinner, and that was about it.
Okay.
Wait, what did he say when all that happened?
He didn't say a thing. He did not say a freaking thing.
That was weird.
Yeah, he just. I was like, whoa, and then I immediately tried to pick up the conversation where we left.
So English class,
because I didn't want to.
Something smells in here, Dad.
And then last but not least, I think on the top of my head, I thought I had one more thing. But
yeah, you had the text.
Oh, I'm sorry. The text is from the person that is currently en route to it. Says, just so you know, the book is in the suitcase. So they were.
Oh, they didn't get its own seat.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know.
Hey, you want to bring me a Manchester City shirt back while you're at it?
I'll run that. I'll run that by him or her. You know, they. Yes, exactly. And the only other thing I have, just a minor addendum. Is speaking of karma, I would like to congratulate my mother for surviving 80 years today. 80 years today. Yeah, don't even put her at celebrity birthdays. Jason, you've known me forever. A lot of you listening have known me for a very long time. The amount of times, why does this look funny where it's just like my head? Am I sitting lower than normal, or is it the camera?
It's the camera.
Okay, so that just looks weird. It's like my head. That's it. My mother is my hero and is an absolute. And I sometimes I pause when I talk about this, and here's why. Because like my mom has beaten cancer, I think 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5.
Amazing.
We've lost track. That's how many times she's beat cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, this cancer, that cancer. Sometimes I pause. It's kind of like the car thing. Like I try to be conscientious because like I don't want somebody listening to me thinking I'm being flippant about what almost happened when I was driving who's been affected by a car crash. Mm-hmm. Also, I know there's a lot of people out there, including somebody sitting across from me who has dealt with the other part of cancer. And so I acknowledge I'm lucky that I'm lucky and she's lucky with also having a full heart and thoughts for those who have not been so lucky, you know, and the amount of times that we have had to have the conversation with doctors over the years with my mother, you know,
she's truly amazing.
She really is.
Yeah.
And it's she's a stubborn old bag, is what she is, and I mean that in the best of ways.
It sounded like it.
Because she you know, like, oh, hey, you have cancer and we have to do this surgery. And then, you know, with the family, it's like, hey, if you have any things you need to say to her, say them now. If you want to bring the family, you know, outside family, fly them in.
Right.
Whatever. You know, you might want to, we've had that so many times with, well, when I say, I'd like 4, but still, that's a lot.
Usually you get one of those.
Yes, exactly. And to the point where like we have these internal familial conversations where it's like, well, did we fly everybody in? Like, and it's just gotten to the point where we did that a couple times, and then we're just like, nah, we'll bet on mom. And then beyond that, what's even crazier is the amount of times where like we're all like, okay, we need to show her strength, and we're gonna be in a good place, and we want to make sure she's in a good spot mentally before this. And then she ends up like she's joking and consoling us, like she's the one. She's like, nah, not ready yet, not gonna happen. So, nothing to worry about. Blah blah blah. Like, not one time has she ever been like, I'm scared, or I don't know if this is. No, she's always like, yeah, right, dude, whatever. And I can tell you without saying this lightly that had you polled family members, let's say 25 years ago, and you had said, hey, is Barb going to make it to 80? I don't think there'd be a single person that would have taken that bet.
Yeah.
70.
Weird bet to have.
I know, right? Well, it's like football squares. Everybody grabs an age, and then, you win. And it's a little bit
137.
Right, exactly. So I don't, as far as I'm concerned, I think she might live to 200, and I'm fine with that. And the older she gets, there's a couple less. Hi, Mom, I know you're listening. Marble goes away every year, and so with my mom, she gets a little more ornery, a little more. My mother says what she thinks at all times, and without a filter. Again, remember, I've shared this before. This is a woman that for my fourth grade career day, she was a registered nurse. For my fourth grade career day, she came in wearing a pink shirt and rainbow glitter on the front that said, 40 isn't an age, it's a bus size. It never gets old.
Hey, kids.
It never gets old. My mother has made it her life's work to embarrass the hell out of myself and my sister, but always in the that she has countered that. She is the best at she is the world, well, I won't say heavyweight, let's call it lightweight champion at embarrassing her children, but also
I'm the heavyweight champion.
You are 100%. Yes. But also, when my sister was growing up doing theater and stuff, there's my mom sewing her costumes. When I was playing Little League, she was a scorekeeper. My mother is. Oh,
so she gave you
the triple play. I knew as soon as I said that.
I see what's happening.
Well, it's so weird because I also averaged, I think, 21 assists in basketball throughout.
And I didn't even play.
Exactly. Anyway, she is 80 today. We will be taking her out tonight to and that's my big present for my mother is I got her something else, but going out to eat with her.
Where?
We are going. She had her pick of any place to go. Obviously, we're going to take her wherever she wants to go, and we will be dining tonight. Funny enough, genetics are an amazing thing. At the exact same place when we take. We promise the kids if they get straight A's, they get to pick a dinner place, and we'll take them out to dinner to celebrate. We've done that since they were little. She is picking the same place my son picks.
I'm not remembering.
We will be dining tonight at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
She and I am. And by the way, Cheesecake Factory, great food, all that. But I am honestly
extensive menu.
I think that's 80% of the reason she likes Cheesecake Factory. It's, remember a couple days ago when I was talking about my daughter, wife, sister, and my mother, when the four horsewomen go out shopping and they'll just not come back with anything, and they like to just look. And I think 80% of the reason she likes Cheesecake Factory is because she just likes looking at the pictures in the menu.
When they come back, you guys need a little more time.
100%.
Yes, we do.
And then, of course, she will order something. Love you, Mom. She'll order something that is way too big for her, along with some appetizers and all this stuff, and then she'll get it, and then she will spend the first 10 minutes seasoning everything, slicing everything, pouring the gravy or the whatever it is. She will be setting it up, and then
I see where you get it.
50 shot that she politely asks if they could. It's cold, could they warm it back up, and you.
And you're just cringing over in your chair.
Because it's going to be, I mean, again, I don't know what the order is going to be, but let's just, again, say it's, we were there for breakfast. I don't even know if they have breakfast. It's going to be, hey, could I get scrambled eggs, but I'd like them a little wet with cheese on the side. Could you do the hash browns? I like them a little extra cooked. And let me get another sunny side egg just on the side on a separate plate. And then, and everything is like bespoke. It's got to be like when we go to McDonald's as a kid. Can I get the fries with no salt, please? And then she get the fries with no salt. She complained once that a Big Mac was too salty. It's McDonald's, Mom.
Yeah.
Let's go to,
somewhere else.
Yeah,
it's going to be the same every time.
It's going to be the same every time.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what
Well, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Mom. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Everything we are is because of you. Dad helped a little bit. And there you go. Nasty Louise. We'll take a break. Big show today. My goodness gracious. Kelly Brothers is on at 7:28.
Good at business.
Scott Perry was on with Whitey and Kayla, I think, yesterday. Jay Johnson. So we'll replay some of that, and then some of that was going on talking about a story involving Sam Amik. We'll have Sam on at 8 a.m. to publicly apologize.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Damn right. And, of course, your phone calls and your texts. I've still got the energy I had yesterday. And I also have a clogged toilet that I had to leave. I did leave a Post-it on the bathroom. I did saying, hey, don't go in here. Wasn't my fault, but I'll take responsibility. Well, it probably wasn't. So I may in fact need American Energy Home Pros. This is legit out at my house because now they're doing plumbing in addition. Yeah. By the way, plumbers are one of those occupations where I know plumbers aren't cheap and I 100% get it. Like, dude, ma'am, you've earned every penny. The amount of crap literally they have to deal with. Good for you, man. Make that coin. But at American Energy Heating and Air, American Energy Home Pros, it's a little different. They're saving you money. They're cheaper than anywhere else. And right now, to celebrate integrating plumbing into their services, they are offering 10% off all services. Of course, if you're a club member, you already get that for both sides. They've been around since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau. Give them a call, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520. 9990 AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy. Making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. When we come back, last night in the NBA. We'll talk about it next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights, the rush of pure exhilaration, the roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today.
What will a Maverick do? 'Cause you're a Maverick too.
Give to get with no gimmicks. Limited appointments. Some restrictions apply.
Year-end pricing's in effect. Every vehicle's priced to sell before the new year during Happy Honda Days at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Get behind the wheel of your new Accord or Civic today. Own or lease during Happy Honda Days at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Guys, if you're worn down, putting on weight, dealing with low T symptoms, or ED, something's off. Ignoring symptoms doesn't fix the real issue. For a limited time, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering free full diagnostic panels, a $400 value. It checks testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. The key areas that reveal what's driving low T, ED, and more. Plus, qualified patients get up to 25% off select treatments now through year end. This gives you a clear answer on what's off and the steps to improve it. Over 120,000 patients have trusted Revive since 2011 because the results are real. Claim your free full diagnostic panel today. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
All right, show rolling right along. We are an hour away from visiting with Kelly Brothers. 90 minutes away from checking in with Sam Amik.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Well, there's always a lot to discuss with Sam, so we look forward to that, but always look forward to hearing from you guys as well. As we roll along on this Thursday.
That was my mother, sorry.
Oh.
See her tonight?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. Yeah. What are we going to talk about with Sam today?
All sorts of stuff.
What is there to talk about with Sam?
Plenty.
I don't like the way this, we'll talk about it, but I don't like that whole thing, what he said on FanDuel with Demarcus asking the question of all things. And then the aggregation of it, and then Scott yesterday. It makes me very protective of Sam, which I'm biased, but it's funny how tone and tenor don't get caught into it. And what Sam basically said was, Scott's challenge is making sure that ownership stays patient for a rebuild that who knows how long it's going to take, could be 3 to 5 years. None of that's inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also get what Scott's saying.
Who basically wasn't putting a timeline on it.
Right. He's like, I'm going to put a time on it, and there's been no pushback. And that's what we reported day before yesterday, that there isn't. But
who's to know that? Like, hey, what if the magic bullet, they made this trade, and oh my gosh, it worked now. I don't think that'll happen.
Right.
But what if it took 7 years? And I'm just throwing a number out there that.
What if it took 7? What if it took 2?
Right.
We don't know.
A year and a half. I mean, who knows?
We don't know who they're getting back from these trades.
Right.
We don't know if the draft pick's going to work out. We have no. And by the way, neither does he.
Right. And there's things that, like, we've talked about a ton, like if they have the worst record and if they win the lottery, that all sounds appealing. The best pick could be 6th.
That's right.
And it doesn't mean they had a bad pick.
No. It could be Anthony Edwards. It could be Michael Olowokandi.
Yeah.
It could be Anthony Bennett. It could be, I'm trying to avoid saying Wembanyama or LeBron, but, same thing. You don't know. And so I think in context, if you're listening, the spirit of what Sam said in a conversation, which is also, it's a conversation, is accurate. And I also think that doesn't countermand what Scott. By the way, and everything Scott said yesterday is 100% accurate. I'll say the thing that everyone's thinking, which is, I believe Scott 100%. I believe that he has autonomy. Mm-hmm. I believe, and not. I understand the pushback too. Like a lot of the responses when I tweeted that out the other day that he has full autonomy and there is no pushback, a lot of them were like, okay, Darren. Fully justified.
Yeah.
Here's why I believe he has autonomy and he hasn't gotten any pushback, because he said it, others have said it, and by the way, just peeling back the curtain a tiny bit, when you, me, whoever has been around this team long enough, covered this team long enough, we're friends with people that work for the team. We're all an extended family that bickers, but this is not a huge town. There are some that I will go to and have conversations with that in the past have no problem saying, I wouldn't run with that, or that's not entirely it. They have no problems pointing it out. And so in situations like this, I'll ask those people too. They're like, yeah, everything we've seen, it's Scott's a guy. They brought him in for that. He's a guy. Now, where the audience is coming from, where the fans are coming from, which I totally get, is that's the snapshot today.
Correct.
Because we had Monty McNair on this program over his tenure, and Monty said, and I 100% believed him and still do, I have full autonomy to do what I want to do.
Right.
I believe that. I would bet anything that was accurate. I also know for a fact that was not the case last year. That there were other voices and other people so
he had it till he didn't have it.
You have it until you don't have it. And things are one way when you're batting 250 on the win-loss column, but what happens if we start batting 500 or 550 or what? That's how it is right now. And I'll go back to where it was a long time ago, but not that long ago. We all remember this. This team was in the same spot as far as inner workings and dynamics after the Luke Walton firing.
Mm-hmm.
The Luke Walton firing, Monty's in, Wes is in. They had 100% authority to do what they wanted to do, and there was zero pushback. The public image was terrible. They got to do what they wanted to do. They got to hire who they wanted to hire. They got to trade who they wanted to trade. Thus, Mike Brown. Thus, Tyrese Halliburton, Sabonis, whatever you want to call it, right? Then the Beam team. Mm-hmm. Then things started going well. And the next thing you know, we're trading Fox for Zach LaVine and a bag of Magic Beans. So what is being said on December 11th, 2025, I think is 100% accurate.
Yep.
That does not mean that Scott Perry does not and will not have a challenge of maintaining this status quo. And I want to be very fair to Vivek and ownership, too. There is nothing that can be done about the past other than, in the back of your mind, predict the future. But so far, so good. And I think it's important as somebody, I'm just speaking for me now, I think it's important for somebody who has been very critical of the fan base, of the franchise and of the ownership, it is very important to me to give credit where credit is due. And so far, the franchise ownership, they have greenlit a full rebuild, which is something many of us have been asking for a long time. And I don't want to be the guy that just criticizes when things are bad, and then because the narrative that I've put out there, that's out there, I think it's unfair to not say, okay, you know what? Right now, the environment is where we want it to be as far as a rebuild and doing new things. So hat tip, and please keep it up. And I'm more wanting to support that. I want to support ownership and the franchise if I think they're on the right track to hopefully build a contender.
Right.
So, but we'll talk about all that. Hey, Dave, look up 20 the Tiger Lopez. He does plumbing now. Yes, he did. I thought he did bail bonds too or something. Which what a great guy to do bail. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
I ain't running out on Tony. No, yeah. I know. I still talk to Tony. Tony's an old golf partner. Yeah, okay. Tony is, that was one of my first, oh my God, is this real life thing? Because the first sporting event I ever saw at Arco Arena was Tony Lopez versus John Molina. And because I won the tickets on FM 102, and my dad took me into Section 223 Road X. And here we go. So anyway, shout out Tony the Tiger Lopez. Didn't have that on the bingo card. Spurs and Thunder reached the Cup Finals or semifinals yesterday. Yes. Dude, the Thunder are ridiculous.
Yes.
So
are the Spurs to an extent.
Hey, look, this is I've said it all year. I'm on the back foot on this one. You ain't getting any I told you so's out of me. I thought the Spurs were going to be good this year. I thought that they were going to get into the playoffs this year, play in or playoffs. I think I said before the season, they're probably somewhere around a 6, 7, 8 seed. And they're a ways away, but they're on the right track. I didn't have them doing this.
Well, especially without Wemby, for as much as he's missed already.
He has missed, I think
11 games?
Yeah, I don't think he's played since, I think yesterday, like November 12th or something. And by the way, he's on the trip. There were thoughts that he might play last night.
Well, it sets up for if he does play in the semis, is this the start of what we might see a lot over the next couple of years?
Exactly what I was thinking too. Spurs and Thunder. Now, I expect the Spurs, Wemby or no Wemby, obviously less with Wemby, but I expect the Spurs to get wrecked by the Thunder. I do, but I think, I don't know. My guess is if you ask the Thunder who they're afraid of, they'd say nobody.
Right.
But I think if they were hooked up to a lie detector test, I think they wouldn't be afraid of the Spurs right now. But I think in the back of their head, they're probably thinking of all the teams out there that could challenge us. That's the one we're looking at because you don't defend Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
And the idea of seeing Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama, who are both kind of freaks in their own right, just tall, great handle, shoot the three, but Wemby's better than Holmgren. But just seeing them as a Kings fan, I hate it. As an NBA fan, to watch the young Spurs and the young Thunder go at it back and forth over the next few years. I will tell you this as we take a break. Future storylines in the NBA that wouldn't surprise me. That the frustration that the Thunder and the Spurs are the two best teams in the NBA for X amount of years and only one of them can win the finals. And that if one of those teams was in the Eastern Conference, it'd be them in the finals each and every year. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll take a break when we come back. Hey, Chris. No, we can't. Can we? Is there any way we can push this spot to the next break since it's still in the same hour? We can't. We can't do that? Okay. Why not? I thought we could. I thought we were allowed to. No, is it like some behind-the-scenes discrepancy thing? I do not want. No, you're right. Okay. The only reason that I mentioned that is I wanted to do a quick break and get to this Michigan stuff when we're coming back. But it's always a good time to talk about our good friends at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Woodland, and as we get into the official Christmas season, a lot of times I will have a conversation about Hoblet, and it'll be a very specific, this deal, that deal, this rebate, that rebate. But about once a month, I like to do a general conversation about Hoblet and why I'm so proud to endorse them and everything they do. Now, they're up in Woodland, but that's 5 minutes from the airport. It's right there. When you're making a purchase, that's pretty much the second biggest purchase behind a house that you make. Who cares? You want to get the best service. You want to get the best price. And you want to know that when you drive off the lot, that you're going to be just as important as when you're on the lot. You know what I'm talking about. You go to a car dealership, and it's almost like dating. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. Honeymoon period, all that. But then when the deal is finally done, okay, maybe I'll call you later. I'll see, whatever. That's not the case. Hoblet is family owned and operated. Odds are there's somebody out there whose grandparent bought a vehicle from Hoblet back in their 30s. They want to make sure you're taken care of. That's why I've bought 2 vehicles from Hoblet. That's why I recommend them to my friends, and am proud to do so. Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com and tell them Carmichael Dave sent you. The NFL is making some really, really cool moves ahead of a possible strike, and I mean that. We'll discuss that. And Sharon Moore of Michigan. If you haven't heard this story, it's pretty crazy. We'll do that next.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade, free for all to enjoy, circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Elk Grove Chevrolet, Western Health Advantage, and OK Tire and Automotive.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Get auto care that values your time at OK Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, Sacramento's family-owned shop since 1965. Need new tires? Enjoy free vehicle pickup, delivery, and a courtesy shuttle. Every 5th oil change is free. From star smog checks to key fobs, our ASE certified team handles it all. With over 870 5-star reviews, you're in good hands. Call today. Our advisors are here Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah! Little remix there. All right, I don't know how to deal with this other than just because it's, you know, you have sports stuff and then you have serious stuff. A whirlwind for the University of Michigan and quite a few people yesterday. This story unraveled throughout the day. Sharon Moore, the head coach, former now head coach of the University of Michigan Wolverine football team, was fired as Michigan's football coach yesterday for having what the school said was a, quote, inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Okay, so that in itself is a huge story. But, look, we've seen that before, and it happens, and whether it's in the sports workplace or otherwise, and there's very specific rules in specific workplaces. Like, look, if I was single, you were single or whatever, and we started dating Jan from downstairs here, it's a perfectly acceptable thing to do. Isn't there like a form we have to fill out? I mean, seriously, isn't there like a form?
Do you know anybody that ever did that?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think, like, why do I feel like in one of our trainings there was like a form you had to fill out that, like,
I think you have to inform
HR. Yeah, like you have to say, like, I have not a conflict. Anyways, whatever.
Maybe I missed that.
Yeah, when you were dating Jan from downstairs?
Yeah.
Well, Jason, now you know. So,
I mean, technically, is that dating?
Anyways, different workplaces have different rules. Different workplaces have different rules. And in this case, you can see, obviously, if the head coach of a team is dating a staffer, and that can create all kinds of conflicts and different things. So there's very easy laid out rules for that. They obviously were broken. Now, I do not know, and I'm sure we will find out at some point, that when Michigan put out their statement letting everybody know that Coach Moore was being let go, they also said is being fired for cause. We don't know as of yet whether or not, and I don't know the timeline as to whether or not they knew about the other things that were going on. But as the day moved on, then we started hearing about how the police were looking for Coach Moore. And then it got really a little scary. He was initially detained by police in Saline. I hope it's Saline and not Saline, but I'm going to assume it's spelled like Saline, Michigan, and turned over to authorities in Pittsfield Township for, quote, investigation into potential charges. Pittsfield police released a statement last night saying they responded at 4:10 p.m. to the 3000 block of Ann Arbor Saline Road for, quote, the purposes of investigating an alleged assault. A suspect in this case was taken into custody. This incident does not appear to be random in nature, and there appears to be no ongoing threat to the community. As further details came out, there were, it doesn't really say it here, and I just want to be careful here, but there were reports that he had broken into the house of the person he was having the relationship with, and I don't know if this is confirmed or unconfirmed, but that there were threats that he would cause himself harm. A lot of, it went from a very big football story to a very big human story. Mm-hmm. And I don't, it's always like at the end of these, it's one thing if you're like on a straight news show and you're like, and more on that coming up tomorrow. Now we turn our eyes to, but like in sports radio, you have to make some comments. I'll just say, I hope everybody's okay.
Yes.
And there's things bigger than football. And I hope everybody ends up okay. And whoever did something wrong has to pay the price for the wrong thing. And whoever was the victim is hopefully okay. And I don't know what else to say.
Well, and a lot of times that, maybe we can pass our judgment, or we like to say when we find out more of the details and more of the stories, Michigan has already said publicly fired for cause. So, they've made their statement already. Now they're looking for a head coach, but now you just wonder about him and just what, because when you start to hear about maybe his own doing damage to his own self, that's concerning. And just, I don't know, there's a lot of layers to this.
There is, and I'm sure we'll find out.
Yep.
But ultimately, it sounds like a lot more than just, hey, we had a relationship.
Yeah.
And anyways, the search begins for the next Michigan head coach.
Which is a big-time job.
I mean, top 5 in the sport?
This depends,
So.
I mean, at times, certainly it is.
I want to get to this real quick, and we got a break, but I really do love this story. The NFL memo that was leaked talks about the collective bargaining agreement between the league and the refs. The memo outlines some of the things they want to accomplish and what they're trying to bargain for. Rewarding performance so that only high-performing game officials share in the year-end bonus period. I think that's a no-brainer. More flexibility in postseason assignments. The current CBA weighs seniority as a factor. The league believes the best performing officials should be on the field during the postseason. No-brainer. a longer probationary period to assess new officials and to gain flexibility in removing those underperforming. Again, I'm trying to find fault with this. I can't. Increase training and development for probationary and low-performing officials. Can't find fault in that. Shortening the dead period when the league cannot contact officials, which goes from February when the Super Bowl ends until May 15th. So 3.5 months. Okay, again, I'm fine. And then creating a development and practice squad for referees. Now, as we go to break, I will say this, push back if you want. The Referees Association is going to have to do a really good spin on this thing to get anybody in the public on their side. Because as far as me hearing this as an NFL fan, I'm like, how is that not in place already?
Right.
Yes.
All of it makes too much sense.
And also, if that means they get paid more, I'm fine with that too. And I think they should get paid more because, gee golly, who's most prone to gambling crap? People that don't make as much money as they probably should.
Right.
Pay them more. Give them, disincentivize them to do anything wrong. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's not 1 for, it's not 2 for, it's 3 for madness. We got some big coaching spots open in college. We just talked about that. We're also going to have a new flux, probably all-stars in the NBA, and the Baltimore Orioles making moves. We'll do that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Fakes the give. He runs left. He's got a nose for the goal line, and he's in for a 49ers touchdown. Reed opted in a celebration for the quarterback, Brock Purdy. The toe looks just fine on a 2-yard scamper, and the Niners lead 16-8. Purdy looks left, throws left, and a head-high catch made at the V in Cleveland by Jawan Jennings for a 49ers touchdown.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced-up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners! Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Year-end pricing's in effect. Every vehicle's priced to sell before the new year during Happy Honda Days. At Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Get behind the wheel of your new Accord or Civic today. Own or lease during Happy Honda Days at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today.
What will a Maverick do? 'Cause you're a Maverick too.
Give to get with no gimmicks. Limited appointments, some restrictions apply.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Born in 1892 to a socially prominent family, she was the consummate athlete, proficient in golf, tennis, marksmanship, swimming, and car racing. Many considered her the greatest horsewoman of the century. She was a pioneer in the field of golf course development with 3 world-class courses on her resume: the Women's National Golf and Tennis Club, Cypress Point, and Pasatiempo. Working for SFB Morse of Pebble Beach fame led to her second golf course development, which many consider to be the greatest golf course in the world, Cypress Point, where she developed a lifelong friendship and professional relationship with famed architect Alistair McKenzie. Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz was her third development, where she hosted the likes of Bobby Jones, Will Rogers, Babe Saharias, and more. Today, her place is alongside many others in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Marion Hollins, a visionary golf course architect and pioneer of the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Welcome back. One thing I didn't do last night, that I will tonight, I was hoping to had yesterday been a normal day. I would be in today with a review of the Stuart Scott documentary. Did either of you happen to?
I wanted to see it when it came on live, and I recorded it late. So I watched the last 30 minutes, and it was great.
Okay, cool.
But I got to probably the tougher emotional part, and it was great. It was really moving.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen the first hour.
I should present it in a way where I'm not. When I say review, I'm not. I don't think there's much possibility of going in and being like, could have done a lot better with it. Like, it's going to be great. It's just how great and how it's not going to be. It's not going to be a laugh a minute. Although I'll bet you there's laughs in there for sure with him. But
probably, not much when I saw, but again, I was it was like the tail end of the story.
The height of his powers, though, Stuart Scott was incredibly funny.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be giving a review on my potato soup.
Your potatoes. I wasn't here yesterday. I how could I eat it?
Oh.
What?
So you weren't here Monday?
No, I already said I missed it on Monday.
Oh, you weren't here Tuesday?
Oh, is it still in? Wait, did I miss it 2 days? Is it still in there?
I'm guessing so. Did you take it, Jason?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, what?
It's in the fridge.
It's in the fridge?
Yeah.
Well, why are you not going to say anything? Now I'm nervous.
Because I don't want to lead your review.
I got you. Also, well, can I just say, this is the only time I'm ever going to compare a documentary on Stuart Scott to Chris's potato soup, but I will say this. I don't expect I'm going to come in and be like, that was trash. That was not a great soup.
I don't know. It's been 7 days.
So it's probably...
It's been.
Has it been?
No, it hasn't been that long.
Is it? Hey, do you think it's still okay to eat, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take much more time than this, though.
So you're saying it's like on the edge of okay to eat?
No, just don't, like, if you missed it today and then maybe...
You're probably not going to take it Friday, which means that you won't have it Saturday or Sunday.
Maybe I spend a weekend with the soup. Maybe we hang out. Maybe we watch some TV. Question 1, 3 for Madness, please.
This offseason, high-profile schools have hired or will hire new head football coaches. Florida, LSU, Penn State, UCLA, Michigan State, Auburn, and now Michigan. Is that a good or bad thing for the sport?
I don't think it's a good thing. I think when college football really any program is at its. By the way, maybe not even college programs. Let's spread this to all sports, whether it's an Eric Spoelstra in Miami or a Greg Popovich in San Antonio or the Steelers having like 3 coaches in 80 years or whatever, that if a coach has been there a long time, odds are that is a very stable program. And if you're playing, whatever, musical chairs with coaches, I mean, just look at our Sacramento Kings. It's a lack of stability. Now, when you're in college, I don't know if this is better or worse, because on one hand, I would say, well, having stability means, you have the scouts, you have the recruiting, everything's in place, blah, 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 blah. On the other hand, unlike professional programs, you have turnover every 3 to 4 years of an entire roster. You start from scratch, and it's so different from the pros in the sense that, like, imagine if no matter who the Sacramento Kings had on their roster, they were automatically gone at best after 5 years.
Right.
But generally, the better they are, you might have them for 2 or 3 years. Hell, college basketball, where your best players are there for 1 year and then you got to move on. Like, imagine that in regular sports. It just does not compute. So it is a different animal, which means I think it's easier to establish. Look at what Curt Cignetti has done at Indiana. It's easier to establish a culture, a winning and stable culture in college. But ultimately, I want the look. I always avoid bringing Joe Paterno up in college football coach conversations for the reasons that are incredibly obvious. But I think when you're mentioning classic college football stability programs,
right.
It's Bobby Bowden, it's Joe Paterno, it's Steve Spurrier, it's on and on and on. The John Wooden at UCLA. So no, I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think college, maybe more so college basketball than football, but college basketball has had coaches, when you're thinking of Duke for all those years, 30-plus years.
Yes,
it's Coach
Krzyzewski.
K, Michigan State, it's Izzo, and Syracuse, Boeheim, and so on and so forth. So you're going to the program, but you're also going to that program because of that coach that has been there. And even if you're Carmelo Anthony and you're there for 1 year and you're out, well, you went to Syracuse partly because of Jim Boeheim. And
yes.
Even if you were going to have intentions of being quick in and out and going on to the NBA. College football, I think, has some of that, and but the fact that these are like power programs, and even I think we just saw a list earlier about candidates for Michigan, and one of them was Kalen DeBoer, who's at Alabama. I'm thinking,
one of them's Lincoln Riley at USC, who's got the best recruiting class next year, and they're supposedly on a group on their way up.
And you just go, is that? I mean, Michigan's a great job.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with the job, but it's like now we're having guys like Lane Kiffin. It felt like from Ole Miss to LSU, even as good as he made Ole Miss, LSU traditionally that is a elevated job and everything they paid him and all that. But it's just it's a crazy time to have this much turnover. I don't know if that's going to be a constant with college football because of the constant changes that we're now seeing with NIL and realignment and. It's not uncommon to have that at some schools, but at these big power schools, it seems a little uncommon to me.
Over a 38-year period, Michigan had 3 football coaches.
Bo Schembechler?
That's one.
Lloyd Carr?
That's the second. I couldn't remember the one in the middle.
Between them?
Yeah.
Brady Hoke? No, he was after.
No.
I don't know.
Gary Mueller. Was there from 90 to 94.
Okay.
Since 2008, so that would be 17 years, they've had 5. And that includes Biff Poggi, the interim, so it's probably going to be 6. Rich Rodriguez, Brady Hoke, Jim Harbaugh, who was there for 8 of those years, Sharon Moore, and now the interim coach. Like that. Going from Bo Schembechler through, and by the way, the guy before Bo Schembechler, Bump Elliott, you remember Bump.
Of course.
He was there 9 years. Bernie Osterbahn was there for 10 years. Frank Chrysler was there for 9 years. Harry Kipke was there for 8. Like, that's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore. Question 2.
Question 2.
Speaking of changes, we could see several new All-Stars this season on the NBA, like Jamal Murray.
Denny Avdia?
No.
What?
Chet Holmgren, Austin Reeves, Jalen Duran, and Jalen Johnson. Is this good for the NBA?
Why'd you laugh?
It's funny.
Oh, okay. Well, if the interesting thing about everybody on there is It's funny how I go through thinking, like, each time he mentions a name, like, what's the first thing that pops up in my head?
Could they be a King?
Well, in many of those cases. So, like, Jamal Murray would be the first all-star Nikola Jokic has ever played with, which is a bananas thought. Denny Avdia, now for every one of these, there's 10 misses. Don't get me wrong here, but God, I wanted him so bad. I wanted him. He was so flipping. Get the two guys over the last 4 years I've wanted this team, the Kings, to get more than anything were Denny Avdia and Josh Giddey. And when I say that, I mean people that I thought were gettable. And I'm really
Ben Simmons.
And Ben, right, and then name like I said, for every one, there's 20. Although, let's not close the book on Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Yet. Okay.
Will not.
Then I look at Chet Holmgren. Okay, Chet Holmgren. Sorry, the first thing that pops in my head. Chet Holmgren. Austin Reeves, undrafted. Remember we had the conversation about for the longest time? It's so funny. I know I think there was somebody in there that took over, but wasn't it like the last time the Lakers had an all-star that they drafted? It was Andrew Bynum, I think, in 2008. Has that changed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That was an all-star for them that they drafted?
That they drafted, that made the all-star team while playing for them. I
don't think that's changed.
I don't think it has either, and it still won't have changed because Austin Reeves was undrafted, which is kind of kooky because they should get credit. Like
they had him. They found him.
I feel like that they get credit for, and I can't stand the Lakers. And then Jalen Duren and Jalen Johnson, and Jalen Johnson's just
Mr. Triple-Double in Atlanta.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's great for the NBA. I love it. I hate old guard crap. I love new talent.
Well, there's still a mix of the old guard, which gives you some of that, like the names that people have been attached to.
And I am really split on the idea that LeBron James is going to be an all-star. Like, on one hand, as an NBA lifelong fan, I go, of course he's going to be an all-star. Of course he should be an all-star. He gets literally grandfathered into it. And he's LeBron James, and it's a showcase, and people want to see LeBron and all that. I can see MC already getting on his keyboard. But LeBron James is not even in the vicinity of being an all-star this year from a numbers point of view. Like, not even in the conversation, but he will get, I'm sure, grandfathered in.
Or voted in.
Right? Or, well, no, he will get, that's what, I'm sorry, he will get voted. He will not, I can't imagine a world where he's a reserve. I'm pretty sure, not only will he get voted in, but he'll be, if not the leader, one of the leaders. Yeah. But I love the new talent. And again, as a Kings fan, I go, okay, well, Denny Avdia, Austin Reeves, Jalen Duren, these are all got, like, this could be us in 2 years with AJ DeMonta or Freddie Smith or whatever, whoever we're going to draft. Like, it's such a great feeling. And we remember this from De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton for the couple of years we had him. When you see a homegrown talent start to excel, it's just, we need about 7 of those, please.
Yeah, that's all. They're that close.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think it's good for the league. And like I said, I think it's a good mixture of still having the names that, like, you've grown to know and watch and love and appreciate for the better part of a decade.
Yes.
Some of those guys are still there, but also you're weeding out some of those guys and getting some fresh blood and some new names. And, you know, at one point it's like, is this SGA guy any good? And it's like, now he's really good. And now he's an MVP, and now he's one of the best players in the league. It takes time to get to that level, and these guys are making their march up.
Number 3, please.
Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga. Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
Question 3.
The Baltimore Orioles missed out on the signing of Kyle Schwarber, but Wednesday signed Pete Alonso. Will this prove to be a good signing for Baltimore?
Let's take a looky-loo at Peter.
They already have Jackson Holiday.
Holiday.
Celebrate. Pete Alonso is, how old are you, buddy?
30.
Oh, you know what's hilarious is
That's my guess.
It said he was 24, and I was like, "There's no." Because that was the age he made his debut.
Oh,
yeah. Let's see. He was born on December 7th of 94, so he's just turned 31. You know what his middle name is? I'll give you one hint.
What's the letter start with?
No. Well, that combined with the hint I'm about to give you will give it away. So I'll just say this: he shares his middle name is the first name of a Sacramento Kings television broadcaster.
Kyle.
Katie.
Nope.
Mark.
No.
Morgan.
That's right. Yeah, I was going to say Chris is actually the closest. Peter Morgan Alonso.
Okay.
Pete Alonso, whose nickname is the Polar Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
that.
I guess I probably should have known that. Pete Alonso is 31 years old. And Pete Alonso hits a lot of home runs and drives in a lot of runs and scores right around 100 runs. And his 7-year average, Jason Ross, is or his 162 game average, I should say, is 93 runs, 42 homers, 114 RBI with splits of 253, 341, 516. And what is his contract, like $30 million a year or something like that?
Yeah, he got a big payday.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, look, is he on the? He's going to be on the other side probably of his prime at the end of the deal, but it's not like a 10-year deal. It's going to give him some pop, which I think Baltimore is weird. Baltimore is one of the weirder. I don't understand why they sucked so bad last year. They have a lot of talent on that team, a lot of homegrown talent. And I know they have some holes, but I also think that I lean towards maybe they had a really bad off year.
Yeah.
That's only going to help their lineup.
And he's going from New York to Baltimore. Not that Baltimore's a bad market. I just feel like we won't hear about him as much, right? Does that seem? I know he'll come through Sacramento with the Orioles.
Yes, he will.
But it just, I don't know. The Mets made the playoffs or were flirted with the playoffs before. Kind of become one of those national teams, and he had some good moments, some singular moments that are stand out, like big home run, the wild card game a couple years ago for the Mets. He's won the home run derby, and I don't know if he'll just become just another guy on the baseball list, like as opposed to one of the people that we talk about more, kind of top of mind.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because it's not the Fishbowl of New York. That is for sure. But it's just going back to Baltimore itself. They were 91-71. They finished 3 back of the Yankees 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year happened, and they were in last place, 75-87.
Yeah.
This is a team that has Jackson Holliday, Gunnar Henderson, Ryan Mountcastle, Adley Rutschman, who did not have the best year last year. Now and they have other talent I'm not naming, and now you add in Pete Alonso. Not only is it look, Jackson Holliday is still, he's 22 years old.
Yeah.
And I think he just turned 22. Gunnar Henderson is 24. Adley Rutschman is Adley Rutschman's 27. I guess he is, huh? Jordan Westberg, who's another youngster, 26. Who's good. Mountcastle, I think, he's 28. I mean, this is a young group of studs. Now, pitching's obviously where they need to figure some things out. But adding Alonso in there, you're just adding beef. I mean,
absolutely,
you're just adding a guy that can clear the bases at any time.
Yeah,
I would. We're way a ways from February and March and the start of the season, and we'll see what else they may or may not do in the summertime. Or excuse me, in the wintertime, the hot stove. But Baltimore would be one of those teams that I would look at for next year and go, okay, this team's got to improve. They're going to do better.
And I don't know, the hitting dimension's different between Camden Yards and what he did in New York. But, I mean, he doesn't hit cheapies anyway. So
no.
He'll probably have some fun with Camden Yards.
He's a big boy.
Yes, he's a polar bear.
He is absolutely a polar bear. Kelly Brothers coming up next. Sam Amik at 8 o'clock. And in between that, we got a Scott Perry sandwich where we will replay some of those statements that he made on the drive. Guys, I also want to play, I think I have it. I want to play when we do that, if we have time. I want to play the first part of Sam's interview as well, so we just have context. What he said to FanDuel, and then what Scott Perry said. But in the meantime, by the way, we haven't really even mentioned it yet. Hey, remember the Sacramento Kings?
Yeah, it's been a while since they played.
Yeah, it has been a while since they played. They take on the Denver Nuggets tonight to celebrate my mother's birthday right here at Golden One Center. 7 p.m. is your tip, and It's Zach LaVine, I think they said, is out. Dennis Schroeder is out.
LaVine is out?
I thought wasn't it LaVine that was? Am I wrong about that?
Did I not see that?
I swear I might.
You saw it somewhere.
But did I see it in my dreams or something? Oh, here we go. Kings, Nuggets. Zach LaVine has been ruled out due to right thumb soreness. Sabonis is still out, of course. Dennis Schroeder listed as doubtful, which we would expect.
Schroeder's, that one's interesting because it feels like he's been really close to coming back for a while, and then it just.
You know what I haven't heard is the golden statement of if this was playoffs, he could play. I haven't even heard that.
Right. Because you know what? It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is definitely not. 6-18 for the Kings, who were 3-7 at home. 17-6, almost reversed for the Denver Nuggets. Gentlemen, since we're here, who is favored? And by how much? Tonight, Golden One Center. Kings have had a few days off. They're well rested.
I'm assuming they have a point spread with the injury news there.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. By the way, the Nuggets, they last beat Charlotte 115-106 on the road. They have not played since Sunday either.
I'm going to say Denver by 8.5.
Christopher Lawn, who's favored? And by how much tonight at Golden One Center? Kings, Nuggets.
Tonight.
The Nuggets, 11.5.
Chris says 11.5. You said 8.5?
I did.
I will tell you this. The line on this, Denver, even on the road, has the largest line of any of the 4 games tonight. It is a double digit. Line. I guess Chris, unless we're playing Price is Right rules, wins 10.5. Revenge game for Russell Westbrook.
Again. He's played well against them this year. He's played well against a lot of people.
I'm so tired of OKC, Denver, and Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota on Sunday, and then after that, then it's done.
Are there 4 teams in the NBA?
It seems like it.
Doesn't it seem like it? Do you remember? I'm sure it's happened, but do you remember a schedule quirk like this?
Not this extent with 3 teams like this. I mean, sometimes you get a team out of the way and you're done with them, but this is pretty abnormal. Like, for example, they have to play the Clippers 4 times. They haven't faced them yet. Who else in the West? Have they played everybody in the West yet? Not the Clippers.
They haven't played the Clippers. They played the Blazers once, didn't they?
No, they haven't played them yet. And I know they've got them twice coming up here.
I don't think they played the Lakers once, right?
Yep.
Have they played Dallas?
Not yet.
Okay. But have they played New Orleans?
No, not yet.
Okay, so they still have New Orleans, the Clippers, and Dallas. By the way, that's 3 of the bottom 5 teams in the West right now. And then
Portland.
And then Portland. I thought they played Portland. No, they didn't. Portland and
so you said Portland, Dallas, Clippers, New Orleans. I think those 4.
Yeah. Taking a look at the standings, by the way, we mentioned the Kings are 6-18. They are tied for second to last in the West. But when looking at the numbers here, by the way, Oklahoma City and Denver, along with San Antonio, have the 3 toughest schedules remaining. Oklahoma City, their opponents have won 54% of their games. The Sacramento Kings have which is interesting because they're in the West as well.
Mm-hmm.
But because of what we're just talking about, the Sacramento Kings have the second easiest schedule remaining. Only Portland has an easier schedule than Sacramento. So they still have, amongst others, 3 against the Pelicans, 2 against the Wizards, 1 more against Indiana, 4 against the Clippers, 2 against Brooklyn, 2 against Charlotte. That's where I worry about there being some wins.
This is the Kings you mentioned?
This is the Kings.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Maybe. I mean, they have shown when they've played teams now below 500 that those aren't gimmies by any means.
By the way, this is interesting on Tankathon, where I like to go to simulate the lottery.
Yeah.
Right now, the Kings would be situated without a lottery, and the fourth chair apparently, along with Indiana. We have a new leader in the mock draft. Cameron Boozer, according to Tankathon, has moved ahead of Darren Peterson.
Interesting.
And I think it is, too, in the number 1 spot. Well, I think a lot of it's scoring. Boozer's now up to 27.4 points a game. Peterson, 29.2.
Yeah, yesterday when you were gone, someone asked me about Boozer on the text line, and I said I need to watch him more, but I did watch some of the game Duke played against Michigan State, and again, totally unfair because it was probably a half of a game. I wasn't blown away. But again, I have to watch him more, and certainly I want to see.
Who were they playing?
Michigan State. He did fine. He fouled out, but I don't know. I'd like to see more.
I'm with you. What the hell? Let me see. Where the hell is a box? Oh, here's a box. He fouled out 18 and 15. Again, what is this is so unfair.
Yeah.
But every time I see a Cameron Boozer box score, I see Marvin Bagley's box score at Duke. As we take a break, let's simulate the lottery today. The Sacramento Kings slipped 2 spots. But I actually did see this kid play. Kingston Flemings, Houston point guard. That's one of those, interesting guys.
Yeah, the Kings. Get the Kingston.
Kingston Fleming. I don't know what to do with that. We'll take a break. When we come back, he's good at business. It's Kelly Brothers, and we're going to talk all things sports and business. We'll do that next.
Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The Sactown Sports 49ers report is being brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. San Francisco improves to 9-4 with a road win in Cleveland, 26-8. Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy both rushed for touchdowns in the victory. The defense was stellar, forcing 2 fumbles and holding Shadur Sanders to just 115 yards passing. Next up for San Francisco is Tennessee. You can catch all the action on Sunday, beginning at noon, right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
You drove the miles and your tires are done. Got to shop the best prices under the sun at Big O. Big O Tires.
Now through January 4th, get $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nitto, Toyo, or Nexen brand tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installations required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Joining us now on Sports Sense, certified financial planner Kelly Brothers. Kelly is an advisor with CapTrust, one of the nation's largest registered investment advisors. CapTrust counts among its clients numerous pro athletes and pro sports franchises, but most importantly serves many Northern Californians through comprehensive financial planning. Here's Kelly Brothers.
All righty. Welcome back. My father's favorite segment of the week, and yours too. Kelly Brothers joins us. I've been waiting to talk to you. I always wait to talk to you, look forward to it, but I have especially been waiting to talk to you, not to put my head in the lion's mouth, but hey, here we are. Your thoughts on the college football playoff and any decisions they may or may have not made.
You're just throwing out red meat, aren't you?
Yes.
Can I guess? I want to guess, and then I want you to honestly tell me how close I am, because I want to play. Let's see, like newlywed game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how well do I know Kelly Brothers? Okay. My guess is that you think it was a dumb decision and that Notre Dame should be in the top 12, but also you're not entirely sure Notre Dame's handled this properly forward from a PR standpoint.
Not exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. No bell for me.
No. I think multiple things can be true at the same time. First of all, I am fine with Miami getting in over Notre Dame. They beat them head to head. I'm fine with that. I also think that Pete Bavacqua, the AD of Notre Dame, was correct that the whole show thing every week leading up to it was a complete farce, because they should have taken that into account long before they did. Because if anything changed last week, Notre Dame's record actually got stronger because they blew out Boise State, and Boise State won the Mountain West. So I think both of those things can be true. I'm not sure Alabama should have gotten in, but ESPN, they are so in bed with the SEC. Feinbaum is nothing but an SEC apologist. I mean, they're all SEC, so they had to get Alabama in. I can say unequivocally, James Madison and Tulane shouldn't be in there. Mm-hmm. They don't measure up. It makes the games less interesting if you've got, teams that are favored by 25 points over other teams. I told my boys what they should do is do like college basketball, and this coming weekend they should hold 2 play-in games. Notre Dame against James Madison, BYU. Yep. I think BYU has a stronger case than Notre Dame, to be honest with you, because they only lost to one team all year, and that team's one of the top 4 teams in the country.
That's why we need our college football Premier League.
Yeah.
Just go at it.
We need a czar. We need a commissioner. And that if that commissioner looked at Notre Dame and said, listen, the world has changed and you need to join a conference, I'd be fine with that. But you're right. I don't think we need conferences. We just need one Premier League of the top 30 or 40 teams and let them play it out. But I don't have any problem with Notre Dame skipping the bowl. Those bowls are losing relevance day by day. And, it's so JV, because any good team is going to have 7 or 8 players who will not play because they're getting ready for the draft and the game doesn't actually mean anything. And so it just loses all its impact. But, of course, it's a big moneymaker for ESPN.
Yeah, and at some point they'll probably change the field from 12 to an even larger number, Kelly. But until they do, is it going to take like a James Madison or Tulane to actually go on a run? Because I'm with you. Good for them for being there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they can win this. Whereas if Notre Dame was in, if Texas, BYU, maybe even Vanderbilt, like if any of those teams got hot, I could see them making a real push. It's just I don't see how a James Madison or Tulane has a chance.
Yeah, Jason, first of all, they have to fix the way the conference championships are done, because it's just idiotic that Miami was not in its conference championship. Mm-hmm. And you had to settle for, who was it, Duke against who? Virginia? Yeah. I mean, why wasn't Miami in that game? How did that not happen? Second, or they could say, hey, listen, top 4 or 5 conference champions, but only if you're ranked in the top 25 or top 20 or whatever it is. But they have to fix that, because it feels like a participation trophy when you're leaving some pretty good teams out. I mean, that is not just Notre Dame. That is BYU.
Yep.
That is Vanderbilt. Texas kind of had a case.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope that it all spurs change, because this is evolving rapidly, and Notre Dame will come back strong next year. But it was a bummer to see them not make it. I will say Sharon Moore at Michigan. Few people have had as bad a day. Now, granted, it looks like it's a consequence of his own actions. But to think he lost a $6 million contract for cause, meaning Michigan will not have to pay him a cent from this point forward. and I don't know, maybe a likely divorce coming out of this, not to mention legal issues.
And probably will never coach again.
I guess. I don't know.
How do you hire him?
Redemption.
If it's true.
Redemption.
I'm not saying you're wrong, because this is the world we live in. That's a tough one to come back from. It really is. True again, allegedly in courts and all that.
Yeah.
By the way, go ahead.
No, he could be an OC or a DC somewhere, kind of anonymously. But you're right. It's hard to come back from threatening your own life and the life of a woman. So it worked for you. That's tough.
I'm also with the James Madison thing, and then without Florida State in there, then I default always to the underdogs. I hope Indiana wins the whole thing this year because I love that story. But if you told me James Madison was, if I could choose anybody left to be the national champion, it probably would be like a James Madison, just because what an insane story. And I always want, maybe this is the Kings fan in me, but I understand that there needs to be some entitlement in college football because, look, if Notre Dame or Alabama or whoever, you look at the schedule they're playing versus James Madison lost 28-14, second game of the season to Louisville. The rest of their schedule is Liberty, Weber State, Texas State, Appalachian State, Coastal Carolina, Troy, like stuff like that. They're going to play Oregon on the 20th this weekend, and I got to think they're going to get absolutely worked. But then what do you do? Then is it just like is it just on a platter for all the big boys? And the great thing about college sports is Cinderella. I just don't know, Kelly. I'm arguing against myself here. I don't know if Cinderella in football works like it does in basketball.
Yeah, I don't think it does. But I think there's a lot of great storylines, though, Dave. I would love to see Ole Miss make a run and just stick it in Lane Kiffin's face. I love that.
Yes.
I love the story of Texas Tech's coach.
Yeah.
Who came, who won 5 state titles in Texas and moved up.
Yeah.
He is, I don't know if you guys remember this, he is what Notre Dame wanted Jerry Faust to be. Remember Jerry Faust?
Yep. Absolutely.
He was a great coach at Moeller in Cincinnati, and they hired him at Notre Dame, and he was a great man, but a terrible coach. And so to come from high school and suddenly be like in the Final Four, let's say, that Texas Tech makes a run. So there's some good stories there. By the way, a not so good story. Deion Sanders, Colorado is projecting a $27 million deficit for their athletic department. If you add back in some of the money they threw in, it's actually a $41 million deficit. And of course, they've signed Deion to a $10 million a year contract. They've hired away Sac State coach to run their offense, but interest peaked in Colorado in 2023. And it has waned by 90% over the last 2 seasons. So it's the rise and fall of Deion. I have no idea he'll pull this one out of the fire too. But man, it's looking like Colorado put a lot of money on one number, and it's not working out.
By the way, Jason, James Madison, Oregon this weekend. Oregon favored by 21.5.
Whew.
Woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
Oh, my gosh.
Woof.
Well, I think,
Woof.
Kelly, a lot of people will be underdogs by that much when they're playing OKC in the NBA. They're setting some amazing numbers with what they've gotten onto in their start, and they're advancing to the Cup semis. Incredible what they're doing on a nightly basis.
Yeah, and I just, anytime I see a sports story like this in the Wall Street Journal, it draws my attention. But Wall Street Journal wrote today, are we witnessing the greatest team in NBA history? That's in the Wall Street Journal. They're writing about it. So it is amazing, and it shows what I'm thrilled because it shows with proper management, a small market team can do exceptionally well. It doesn't have to be New York or LA. OKC is smaller than Sacramento. And to see them doing well lets us know it can be done. Being Sacramento is not an excuse for the way the Kings line up.
I mean, we're obviously, and this is coming from a guy that's like this close to getting a Sam Presti tattoo on my neck. I'm a huge fan of his. We're obviously way too early. They're on pace to beat the Warriors' record. By the way, the Warriors, when they set that record, didn't win the finals. There's injuries. There's God knows whatever. Who knows when you look at all the dynasties, whether it's the Spurs, the Lakers, the Celtics, where we're going to be with the Thunder in 5 years and what's going to happen. We're all old enough to know that things can happen. But I will say this. I think Sam Presti has I don't think there's ever been an NBA team through direct actions of their general manager that has been in a better position. Second youngest team in the NBA. I think third youngest to ever win the finals. They have the most draft capital. They have almost everybody locked up. They have not one but two mid-level first-round picks. I think one a lottery pick that are basically redshirting this year. They are in such an insane position. And by the way, that's not, as you mentioned, that's not the Knicks, it's not the Lakers, it's not the Celtics or the Bulls. That's rinky-dinkle Oklahoma City. And the fact of the matter, Kelly, Jason and I just talked about this, we might be sitting, and if I'm a betting man, I'd say we might be sitting on the precipice of the Western Conference being wrapped up for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And just like we used to have Houston and the Lakers battle it out, or Boston and Chicago, or Boston and Detroit back in the 80s and 90s, we might be sitting here looking at the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs, two of the four smallest markets in the NBA, completely owning the West for the near and not too distant future.
You're right. It's almost like they learned from that episode, 15 years ago, where, remember, Oklahoma City had James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook all on the same team. Yep. And everyone knew, oh my God, if you can keep this together, it's going to be unbelievable. They couldn't. Because of the pressures of the NBA and money being offered by much bigger markets. But somehow they've learned from that and evolved. But you're right. And to think that we couldn't get a Castle or one of those other players from San Antonio is just,
there you go. Bring it all down.
But anyway, no, you're right. Small market teams can do it. We just haven't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet. Yes. Kelly Brothers, speaking of evolving, each and every week brings it for us, and we appreciate him as well. Hello, Dad.
Over and out, guys.
See you
next week.
See you, Kelly.
See you, Kelly. We'll take a break. When we come back, Scott Perry's comments from yesterday on the Drive Guys, and that's going to lead us into Sam Amik of The Athletic. We'll also see if we can't dig up Sam's comments on FanDuel as well. We'll get to that next.
Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey there, let me tell you about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. His team here in downtown Sacramento has been doing amazing work for a long time, and they're here to help you. They've helped many people and can help you in your time of need. If you need representation and you just don't know who to call or who to contact, that is exactly why I'm telling you about Gonzalez Law. SacLegalDefense.com is the website. The phone number is 916-304-9187. He can help you in a variety of ways and has helped many people. One area, though, that he has specialized in, that he's helped out and taken care of a lot of people in our area, is expungements. And that's something that may have been on your record for a long time or a short time, no matter how, and you want it removed. He can help you with that. That's called an expungement. Get your rights back. Just kind of get your life back in order. Maybe you need it for criminal defense. Maybe you've gone through a car accident, a wrongful termination, sexual harassment case. There is a wide variety of things you might need some representation. He is here to help. It's Jonathan Gonzalez, lives in our community, has years of experience, and is here to help you. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
From holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now, during their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code SKY at checkout. I was lucky enough to receive Omaha Steaks as a gift, and it was everything I had hoped for. Items were individually packaged so I could cook for the entire family. Or if I was the only one home, I would treat myself with a delicious steak, sides, and even dessert. I loved those nights by myself. Right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. It's holiday magic made easy. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code SKY.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Tickets start at only $68. It's the perfect Christmas gift for the live music fan in your life. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans, Michelob Ultra, and Bare Bones Workwear. More info at CITPFest.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for Hoblet's Wrap the Year Up sales event?
Right now, save up to $15,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Willys. You won't find a better combo of off-road capabilities and utility. And if you want to give it a try, you can lease one for as low as $229 a month for 39 months.
I do love the combination of off-road Jeep and truck. There's nothing else like it.
It's truly unique. But remember, Hoblet has whatever you're looking for. With the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can find over 200 quality vehicles and dozens under $20,000.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$15,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Sport S after $12,500 factory rebates and $4,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include $10,500 national and regional lease bonus cash. Must finance with Ally. Residential restrictions apply. 229 special lease with $995 due at signing for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO score, plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over. 2 this net savings. VIN number 546-334, 546-335. See dealer for details.
To get your sports fix. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
So we started, we've been looking for a show to watch with my son because anytime at my house, the only thing that gets watched in the main room is my wife's reality shows. She's watching one right now with like some hippie dude and some like Marine, and they're surviving somewhere. I don't know. And the Jeopardy, right? So I've been saying.
And the Jeopardy.
I've been saying, guys, can we watch something like the three of us, like a series, something cool? And we landed on Stranger Things because my daughter wouldn't watch it because it's too scary, apparently. So I know Stranger Things is a phenomenon. I've never seen it. So we started watching last night. We watched the first 2 episodes. And then, of course, my wife, what she'll do is, and I don't blame her, I do the same thing, is like start going down the rabbit hole. Here's something I did. The most random rabbit hole ever, for me at least, is finding out that one of the characters, she plays this older sister of one of the main characters in it. And anyways, when we started, she's like a teenager living at home or whatever. And she went on in real life she's married to Bon Jovi's son.
Oh.
Like Jake Bon Jovi. That's her husband.
Okay.
I didn't expect to see that yesterday.
Is the show any good?
2 episodes in, it definitely did a really good job at grabbing us. Like the girl I was just talking about, like her friend just got eaten by some monster. Spoiler alert! And then some dude was taking pictures of him near a swimming pool, and the monster ate him. The guy took him pictures. His little brother's the one that got kidnapped, and I don't know.
Sounds great.
People say it's a really good show. I mean, it's obviously
you could stop around.
Stop around.
Season 3.
Really?
Yeah.
How many seasons has there been?
It's going into its 5th.
Doesn't it wrap up at Christmas or something? Like
allegedly.
Of the final whatever. Yeah. Oh, well, and then the girl that plays one of the little kids, this weird little kid in the movie called 11. She's like a lab patient or something. I don't know. I'm 2 episodes in. Millie Bobby Brown, who I knew from, like, you see her, she's a huge star or whatever, but then you see her as this like tiny little kid with a buzz cut. It's like weird when shows like that happen, and then they like grow up, and you're like, wow, what happened to and now you know what happened to those people. And anyways, we'll see. I'll let you know how into it we
okay.
I'll let you know how it works out. Anyways, so we're gonna get to Scott Perry's comments with Whitey and Kayla from yesterday, and then we'll have Sam on at 8. So before we get to that, let me play. This is just a snippet. It's funny how things work. Demarcus Cousins hosting with several others on FanDuel's basketball show called Run It Back. I want to give him credit. Demarcus asked Sam a question, and Sam answered. Here's what it sounded like.
Sam, switching lanes here a bit. My former team, the Kings, they're 6-18 right now. Front office is looking to blow it up. Fans are yelling at Zach LaVine to play defense. What is the morale like in Sacramento right now?
Yeah, I mean, you've lived it, Demarcus. It's bad, not to this degree, certainly. It's pretty bad because when they made the trade for Fox, I think the mistake they made from the fan standpoint was they really framed it like, oh, okay, well, Zach LaVine is an all-star level player and who's going to allow us to remain competitive and push for the playoffs. And when that didn't happen and not even close in the early part of the season, the fans started turning pretty bad. And now you have the shifting of the storyline and the framing, which is it's time to rebuild. So that's a tough pill to swallow. Again, something you know well is that Vivek Ranadive is an extremely involved owner, I think, to a negative degree with this franchise. And right now, GM Scott Perry is trying to keep him at bay and convince him that this might take 3, 4, 5 years to turn around. So morale is bad. The team is fighting. They fought last night. They were
okay. First off, let me because that was televised.
Yeah,
I'd like to congratulate Demarcus Cousins. He finally has come to terms with his hairline, and he's just letting it go. Shaved it. Good for him. It was a struggle for him. He fought it for many, many years, but Father Time catches a lot of people, and he's letting it go. So good for you, Demarcus. As far as what Sam said, so I'm going to defend Sam here. Not that he needs me to defend him. He's coming on at 8, but I get where the hullabaloo came from because when you put that in print, it sure sounds like Sam saying Scott Perry's got to fight off Vivek and convince him that it's going to take a 3 to 5 year rebuild. When in reality, I think Sam was speaking philosophically. One of the challenges coming in is making sure ownership, which in the past has never gone for this, understands that this could be a long process. It could be 3 to 5 years. And he's putting specifics on generalities, and then that gets aggregated. The NBA Central, which is a huge Twitter NBA account, aggregated that, put that out there. That caused some holla and some baloo. So then Scott Perry next day comes on with Whitey and Kayla yesterday, and good for them. It's a big get. Good for them. And you can hear that at Sactown Sports YouTube channel. Just go back and listen to the whole thing if you wish. But we've clipped it up for you, and by we I mean Chris Rillard. And here's how that interview started.
First of all, I would never put a timeline on this process, and I'm not going to either this afternoon. And I've said many times before, when I first got this job, my mandate when I got hired here was to build a platform for a long-term sustainable success. And ownership in the front office, we are 100% aligned in that vision and in that goal. And so anything that suggests anything different is just false. So, and I've always had the complete and necessary autonomy to make decisions necessary to achieve this goal. So that's where we're at right now. So hopefully that clears things up for everyone in Kings Nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a way, I think what they both said is 100% correct. And of course, Scott is going to come on and say what he said because it's true. And I think in this case, good for him in standing in front of ownership because let's look at the entirety of what Scott Perry's challenge is that he knows the history of this team. He knows the history of the transactions, and he knows the history and where we're at right now. And it's another fine mess, you've gotten us into, Scoob. And he's got to, and apparently has successfully created a culture within the front office and ownership where it's like, all right, here's reality. We need to back up. We need to rebuild. It's going to take patience. And as of right now, he, by all accounts, not just Scott saying this, but other people we've plugged into,
right?
They got it. They got the patience. So if you're Scott Perry, what you don't want is you don't want ownership or anyone above you taking bullets and strays when you've got them in a really good spot right now. So, of course, you want to come out and you want to say what is the truth. I don't want to make it sound like Scott's playing PR here, but he kind of is, but not in a disingenuous way. They've got the patience right now. Now, Kings fans are all listening, and I know exactly what you're thinking, and I get it. Well, that's today. What happens next year? What about in 2 years? What happens if somebody reads an article about something and comes and it's like, I want to do this? Like, I can't, and Scott Perry can't, and you can't speak on the future. What we can speak on is right now, and this is where it's at right now, and it's what the vast majority of the fan base has asked for, which is patience and a rebuild. And I just, as somebody who has supported that, I'm not going to tell any fan how to fan. I never will. I personally want to make sure that the franchise knows that I support it and that I think they're doing the right thing, and I want to encourage them keeping it up. Because what you can't be is indecisive here.
Right.
It's like being half pregnant. You're either rebuilding or you're not rebuilding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think that's the path that we watch every move from this point on kind of under that lens.
Yeah. That's and as we take a break, for those who don't believe Scott, and I get it, if I'm his defense attorney, I will say this. I don't care how you feel about Vivek Ranadive. James Dolan is a billion times worse of an owner. And Scott went in there and Scott turned over the entire team in under 2 years with James Dolan at the helm in New York effing City. So there is a track record there. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sam Amik joins us, and we'll go over all of this and much more coming up next.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade, free for all to enjoy, circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Elk Grove Chevrolet, Western Health Advantage, and OK Tire and Automotive.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heating and Air. They're now upgrading what they do to include plumbing. They're bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. So they're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them all the time as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement. And now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free and give you that second opinion. And right now, they got a free furnace special with a full system installation up to $2,500 in rebates. All for a company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Staples presents An Easy Holiday.
My holiday list was a mile long.
Fa la 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 boo hoo hoo.
Staples made it easy with big savings on tech gifts.
I'm listening.
And I saved big on custom holiday cards, too. Plus, Staples has UPS shipping in store.
Holy flying reindeer. Shop Staples today for 50% off custom cards, invites, wrapping paper, labels, stamps, and photo gifts.
That was easy.
In-store and online expires 12/20. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Second half of the program. Hey, you know who's getting a lot of compliments in the chat?
Who's that?
Kayla. Love
Good.
it. Love that. Big fan of hers. We got the Verlad squad and
the Kayla crew.
The Kayla crew. Yeah, I'm a charter member of that. Good for them. Talent. Game recognizes game. Talent recognizes talent. All right, joining us right now, speaking of talent, from The Athletic. He joins us each and every week for, dare I say, I think I can say this, the most watched segment on the entire station. Consistently. No pressure. Sam Amik. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
High energy, dude. How are you? Look, let me start out. Let's just get right to it, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff going around. I'm going to ask the question that everybody wants me to ask you. Let's just get right to it. Sam,
hold on. Since you called me out of the energy, I just got to own it. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's been a while since I was just like, my energy coming on was like,
yeah,
got to talk to these guys.
I'll tell you what. Hey,
I love y'all.
Just hey, pretend like we're Rich Eisen or FanDuel, okay?
Shut up. No, I love you guys. I just sometimes get exhausted by the market.
I get it.
It's fine.
It's family. It's the same thing. Like, you know, if I'm having new friends over for dinner, I'm going to probably wear some slacks and a nice shirt and all that because
slacks.
I don't know, something nice. And then if I've got good friends or family coming over, maybe I'm wearing sweatpants. It's because I'm comfortable. That's a compliment.
So what's Sam? Sweatpants or slacks?
Shout out, by the way, to the guy who always timestamps when the basketball talk starts. We'll do it in just a second. Let me get right to it.
Somebody actually does that?
No, literally goes into all of our YouTube clips. It's always like Dave didn't shut up until 2:34, and then he links it so they can just go right to the basketball talk. I'll start right now. Most important question of the week. And Sam, I will need an answer out of you here, please. I don't want you to dodge the question. Best looking man in the world.
You're so stupid.
That's inside baseball. Sorry, that was
okay.
I'll leave that story between us. But Sam once again dodged the question for, let's just say, for the second time this week. Sam, there was you said a thing on FanDuel. I said Sam doesn't need us to defend him, but I said, look, it's a context thing. What's happened in the past is not rebuilding and is not lack of ownership meddling. And so we played your words. It was, hey, now Scott Perry's got the challenge of, making sure I'm paraphrasing now, but that making sure Vivek and ownership stays in the game here and on the same page, and this could be a 3 to 5 year rebuild. And then Scott came on yesterday with Whitey and Kayla and said, no, I'm not going to put a timestamp on that, and say it feels like this is a victim of aggregation more than anything else.
I agree. That was a good talk. Appreciate you. That's kind of the headline.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I did go back. I told you yesterday on the phone that I hadn't even listened to the clip myself. So I did at least do the bare minimum here in terms of my homework. Yes, I understand why people took what I said to make it sound as if Vivek was currently right now pushing back on this plan and that Scott was having to, keep him at bay. It was said in a more kind of, general holistic sense, because like you alluded to that with various front offices has been the history. And I do, personal opinion wise, think that there has certainly been some messaging going on where, where the front office was trying to set reasonable and accurate expectations, even like among the fan base and ownership, about what they believed was the best plan of attack here. And to be honest, Dave, that goes back to, not to get in your business too much, but like that goes back to you, kind of declaring that the rebuild was on however long ago.
Breaking
to
news.
My interview with Scott, where he, kind of unsolicited discussed the fact that he has autonomy. So all of those things and even more were why, I phrased it the way I did. Now, admittedly, it's live TV. You don't always exactly hit the mark with, every single word you're trying to say. For the love of God, you know that, Dave.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Jason doesn't. Jason doesn't.
I wasn't ready for that.
Jason's batting 1,000, but not this guy.
No.
But no, that's my 2 cents. But I should have just left it at, good talk. You're correct. Aggregation is annoying.
It is annoying.
Sam, on the part of just the concept of what was being mentioned, obviously the patience part and the time, and no one can put the true timeline on it. But I'll ask it this way. For a team that has a good amount of veterans, and we're talking about Schroeder and Monk and Westbrook and LaVine and DeRozan and Sabonis, when that word is out for that group, and some of them may not be long for Sacramento, we don't know that, but what do you how do you think that lands in the camps of the pretty large amount of veterans that this team has?
Jay, just to make sure I'm hearing you correctly, you mean just the concept of everything being on the table and these guys possibly being headed out the door, or the fact that it might take a while?
The more the take a while, because again, no one can put a time on it. If they get everything right and it works in a year, great. If it takes 5, then it takes 5. But for a group that has more veterans on it probably than young guys, how do you think that hits the group that is currently here right now and until they're not?
I don't know, but I mean, I think they know the realities of the NBA. They know, individually how much money they make and how problematic that can make possible trades. I mean, that's the issue here. You got the main 3 guys in particular are making a ton of cash. Now, DeMar to a lesser degree, but it's still a lot of money. And so what's interesting about this situation, and, maybe Giannis is the one to blame because he's setting the new standard of like, nobody just asks for a damn trade anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's nobody on the Kings, to my knowledge, who's actually formally asked for a trade. Now there's certainly, like discussions about, of course, certain guys are certain ages and they would rather be in competitive environments. But I think there's an understanding that it might take a while. Now, if you're DeMar, I'll start backwards with that 3. Malik's a different one because he's younger, his money's not nothing, but it's, you feel like somebody, that's probably a less challenging one if they want to do something there. But with DeMar, he was, I don't think really ever expected to be part of the team after this current season anyway. So if you're him, you just ride it out, see where this goes. Zach has a choice to make this summer. If he's really ready to go, then he can opt out. and he can test his market because he has a player option for next year. And then Domas, my understanding is that he's being patient as well. He's frustrated and obviously hurt right now, but yeah, I think they know the deal and they gotta wait and see where it goes.
Sam Amik joining us December 15th is Monday, I believe, and that's the unofficial kickoff to trade season. Impossible question for you, but do you think this is a situation where perhaps there are some deals queued up that we'll start hearing about early, or every time it seems like since this new CBA hit, Sam, we think it's going to be a crazy offseason or a crazy trade season. It underwhelms. What's your temperature take on this trade season?
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, if anything, free agency has started to underwhelm, and the trade market.
You're right.
Popped,
I misspoke. You're right about that. It is more free agency.
I mean, the trade season has become, the real one, but it's not. And I wish I had this data too, because I've gotten the question you asked a couple of times, and it's not. It doesn't anecdotally feel like we typically hit December 15th and a bunch of stuff pops. It's really like right now within the past 10 days or so, all 30 teams are having, at least very structured, informal conversations where they all share with each other to whatever degree they feel like being honest, how do they see their roster? What are they trying to accomplish? And that's why you start seeing certain stories about who are the buyers, who are the sellers. So you start to learn about who's trying to do what. And then December 15th, is for sure going to be an uptick in conversations. Doesn't mean a deal might not pop, but I don't personally remember that many times when it was just, off to the races. I think it's more just you're going to hear about more specific talks happening because of so many more contracts being available to be moved.
I actually, just real quick, I have last year on December 15th, the Pacers got Thomas Bryant from the Heat. The Warriors got Dennis Schroeder from the Nets. Dennis Schroeder for DeAnthony Melton, Reese Beekman, 26, 28, and 29 second-round pick. The Lakers traded D'Angelo Russell for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton on December 29th. So there were two trades on December 15th, one on the 29th. Nick Richards from the Hornets to the Suns January 15th. The Suns got 3 first-rounders from the Jazz in exchange for a 2031 unprotected first. I remember that trade.
Wait, when was the Fox and the Luka?
Everything else it has in here was February. Suns acquire Fox from the Kings February 2nd. So everything other than those trades.
Spurs, you mean?
I'm sorry, Spurs, thank you. Everything else there were 2 in January, 2 on December 15th, 1 on December 29th. Everything else was February 1st on, where things really heated up, including, let's see, and then I'll shut up here. My goodness gracious, Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 trades on February 6th, 2 on the 5th, 1 on the 4th, 1 on the 3rd. So, yeah, that's how it happened last year.
I'm just going to keep making fun of you today. That felt like a Sesame Street segment.
One trade in December.
Sam, as far as the overall market, not just Kings, but I mean, you mentioned, Giannis kind of earlier. I don't know. There's just been rumors with Zion, with John Morant, with Anthony Davis. Are there going to be more sellers than buyers potentially here? Does that hurt the Kings market, help the Kings market? What's kind of your read on that?
No, I mean, I think there's some buyers. I do think there's not going to be that many. It's funny. This is the headspace I have to figure out today. I'm trying to write a story for tomorrow that touches on a few of the bigger trade storylines. So, I think one thing that is unique about this year that, we are seeing in real time is that, yes, you're going to have buyers, but when you have a team that's 23-1, like the Thunder, and that are on pace to be the best regular season team of all time, and I'm sure you guys watched what they did to Phoenix last night, and these just incredible stats that are coming out. I mean, the one, I think their point differential is 90 points ahead of the second place all-time mark at this point.
They're at a 17.4 plus differential. Second in the league is the Pistons at plus 5.4. That's ridiculous.
Make sure that's right, but I think I made the mistake you might have just made. Make sure you hit the point differential.
Oh, you know what, dude? You did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
I was looking.
But it's still
I didn't have it filtered.
Who was it? Yeah.
The Rockets are second, 10.6. The Rockets are second.
It's still a big gap.
Still a big gap.
Funny.
Back to you.
I made that mistake last week.
Thank you, Sam.
God, we talk too much. We're like on the same page.
Yeah.
But the chilling effect on the buyers, I think, could be real. Like, are you really going for it? You know, and like the Rockets already went for it, and I applaud them for it. And I like the fact that you do, you know, you have like, you know, OKC's dominant, but you know, let's see what happens in the playoffs. We saw last year that Nuggets pushed them, and why am I completely blanking on who else pushed them?
Denver.
Oh, the Pacers. You know, in the NBA Finals.
The Pacers, and the Nuggets,
So like, I think the chilling effect on the middle of the road teams could be real. I mean, you think about Milwaukee's an interesting one because, you know, if Giannis continues to not just really all the way demand a trade, then John Horst is about as, you know, for lack of a better way of putting it, like ballsy a GM as you're going to find, or crazy, depending on your perspective. So, you know, does he go shopping? You know, they've been tied to Zach LaVine and been reported that, you know, and I've had it confirmed that they have done some research on Zach somewhat recently. It doesn't mean something's going to happen, but they're looking at options. They have no wings. Chicago, I think, could be buying, you know, Toronto could be buying, you know, the AD stuff, I guess, to make the rounds a little bit, Jay, like, and I might write about that a bit. It's interesting because like the Mavs right out the gate when they fired Nico Harrison, you know, we had a story with Mark Cuban quoted on the record saying, we're not trading Anthony Davis. You know, we're going to be competitive. And that matters again, because Mark is part of their process. But the intel from, you know, some of their other people was that they were definitely going to listen to trades. And so we'll see what happens there. So some buyers, but you know, the Kings are a good example. Like, I guess to go full circle and take it back to the patience, and whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, like they're a great example of a team that is, I think, rightly looking at it and going, why are we going to compromise the future at all?
Yeah.
When, you know, the writing is on the wall right now in terms of if you're actually, here's the key question. Are you actually trying to win a championship? And I think honestly, to Scott's credit, like that's what he's trying to talk about within his group is, you know, no more trying to get to the 8th seed and light the beam. And I'm not trying to demean what happened a couple of years ago, but like he's actually trying to win a championship. And if you're doing that, then you're damn sure not, you know, attaching a first round pick to Zach LaVine to get him off your books or something like that.
Well, as Sam Amik joins us, you're 100% right. When you look at, with some exceptions, but when you look at the Celtics or the Heat, you look at, I mean, weirdly enough, the Sixers over the last few years, obviously the Thunder, the Rockets, the Nuggets, your top-level teams. There's so much recycling in there, but you know, in and out of the playoffs, but you still have over the last 20 years, you have teams that, whereas the Kings have missed the playoffs 17 to 18 years or 19 years, you have teams that have made the playoffs 17 out of 19. Are the Spurs and the Thunder really doing a job at stabbing the reputation in the NBA that big markets have a massive advantage? Can teams look at those two and go, okay, we need to learn off of that, because not only are they incredibly successful right now, not only have they had a little bit of luck, they're also two of the bottom 4 small markets in the league.
Deep apologies, Dave. Give me that again, because I got texted a work thing, and I got most of your questions.
I asked you, who's the most handsome man in the world?
Jason Ross.
Hey!
Are the Thunder and Spurs turning on its ear the long-held belief that, hey, being a big market really, really helps?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Are people going to look at, it's a copycat league, so are people, obviously, hey, trade Paul George for Shea and draft Victor Wembanyama, but there's a lot of other stuff that happened there too. Is this already spreading throughout the league, the Presti method, if you will?
Well, I mean, somewhat. I think there's a couple takeaways. For one, the irony right now is that, Giannis is the biggest story, right? And he kind of carries with him some of the themes that run counter to the point you are making, which is, does Giannis want to go to New York? Does he want bigger and better? Does he want to go to LA? And that's like the age-old discussion about star players and the competitive advantage that the legacy franchises have, the big city franchises. Now, the results with OKC and now with the Spurs on the come up, yeah, they show what you can do. I think that the other takeaway there for both is that, it's cliche, but proving to be true is defense wins championships. Like the Thunder's roster construction, if you are a GM, like should remind you that the days of just going to get a star or two and crossing your fingers regarding what you put around them should be over. The Thunders, it is absolutely absurd how many good defenders they have on their roster. And Jalen Williams goes down, their all-star that didn't play for the first, I think, 20 or 21 games in the year. They lose once during that span. They've got Casey Wallace and Chet Holmgren and AJ Mitchell coming out of nowhere. So the depth and, effective drafting, obviously, and the Spurs have done a similar thing. Now the Fox addition in San Antonio speaks to your point. De'Aaron could have just hyper-focused on LA and New York and Chicago, and he went to where Wemby was, which is probably a pretty smart move. So, yeah, I think from a marketing standpoint and whatnot, like things have definitely changed. It's not like the old days at all in that regard.
Sam, talking about OKC earlier about what they're historically doing, and everybody's chasing them. They're the reigning champs, but they also have the ability to probably get anybody in the league if they wanted. And I don't know where their weaknesses are. Maybe it's somewhere in the weeds there. It's just real nuance of what they could get better at. But because they could get anybody, does Sam Presti even try to tinker, or is he like, hey, come catch us because we're not losing?
He runs an extremely kind of close to the vest operation, so I have no idea the actual answer to the question. In this story that I alluded to earlier for tomorrow, like I do already have a line about that topic that just says if ever there was if it ain't broke, don't fix it team, it's these Thunder. So I don't see much tinkering happening. If anything, the tinkering is probably going to happen in the summertime when inexplicably or just insanely the Thunder. I did a thing yesterday with our podcast and we talked about the Thunder and I said, they're on track to have 3 first-round picks potentially in the first round, and our producer was like, "It's 4, buddy.
Yeah,
like it's actually 4."
Yeah.
And several of those could be in the lottery, and one in particular could be pretty high. So that is amazing, and it's depressing for all their competition. But they're not about to draft 4 guys in the first round. So the tinkering is going to be, what do you do with those picks? What do they get you? But they just, they're extending their own runway. Because at some point here, given the way the CBA is constructed, they're going to lose some of their core guys for financial reasons, but they are kind of locked and loaded to deal with those problems when they come.
I think to your point, when you've won 16 in a row, when you're the defending champions, when you're the, I think, 3rd youngest team in the NBA or 2nd, when you're 24-1, that is the definition of ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you are Sam Presti, and if we follow the Presti, like you said, close to the vest, but we can look at the smoke signals, you're saying, I assume, right? It's a lot more likely that they go, okay, we still have in Topich, and I forget who the other one is, 2 first-rounders that are effectively redshirting this year on top of trying to break into the rotation. Doesn't it seem more Presti-esque to take all this draft capital coming up this year and kick the can down to the road, maybe to teams like the Kings, for example, who want to jump start and say, okay, we'll give you these 4 first-round picks this year for an unprotected in 2033, something like that.
Right. Yeah, no, that absolutely. They have a lot of assets in the near future, and trying to keep extending that runway would make sense. As a related aside, not shockingly, we just published our front office rankings yesterday, where we had 36 anonymous executives share their top 5.
Where'd we rank?
Second time. I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here. Oh boy, there we go.
Go ahead.
You should. My intro music should be Garth Brooks' "Shameless." That's what should happen.
Yeah, OKC was number 1 in that.
For the second, it's the second time we've done the poll.
Yeah.
And second time that they've won. The gap, I think last year they beat Boston by like 100 points. I think they had around 300 and 200. And then this year it was like double that. I don't have it in front of me.
I think there were only 2 that didn't vote him first. If I remember, I read it. I think there was 2 people maybe that didn't have him in first place.
I feel like it was one.
One maybe? Okay, gotcha.
Who else lived in that list?
That should be a story on its own. We should expose the one person. Who the hell is that?
For real.
Sam, who else was that list? I mean, obviously OKC is the headliner. We get it. But who else was up there?
Boston. I'm going to pull it up, Jason.
San Antonio, I think, was up there.
Miami as well. Yeah. And we added a question this year, which was like, who's the pick an up and coming front office, that's just on the rise. So here's the list. We go, and I mentioned at the topper, by the way, and this is just, and the Kings are part of this, is on the one hand, I was a little reluctant to do this as an annual thing because it felt weird, like how much was going to change about the way people see front offices. But then you look at it, and in the time from last December to this December, since we published the first rankings, 7 teams parted ways with their top front office executive.
Wow.
Which just shows you how volatile they can be. OKC number 1. I was off, Dave. So 31 out of 36 first place votes.
I was off too.
Boston number 2. Houston was 3rd. Big time jump from a year ago. And then Miami, Indiana, Cleveland, Minnesota, New York, Spurs, Warriors were 10th.
Okay. Well, I don't know if my 2 athletic subscriptions get me a say in anything, but can you guys do the thing you do for football where you do the poll the players on what is it, what franchises do you most and least want, locker rooms, practice, they grade everything on, or no, wait, it's not you guys do
the ownership thing.
Yeah. I think that'd be interesting to see where.
That's fair.
Where we rank. So
look at this, Jason. He gets 2 subscriptions and thinks he's on the board.
Get 2 votes, baby. Sam Amik of The Athletic joins us each and every week. As always, you can check out his interviews at the Sactown Sports YouTube page, and some guy out there or gal is time coding everything so you can skip past the pleasantries and get right to the basketball. Sam, try not to step in any more controversies this week, and we'll talk to you next Thursday.
Yeah, can you guys just let me know what we're going to aggregate from this interview?
The sad answer is no.
Yeah.
It'll be something stupid, though, that we didn't think is going to get aggregated. But hello, aggregators. We're happy to help.
We'll talk about that next week.
All right,
buddy.
See you, buddy.
I'll see you guys.
All right, see you. That's us. That's Sam Amik. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, 4 down territory. Sunday night games getting switched up. The Patriots and a grandpa. We'll talk about all that next.
Never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Last minute shopping? Been there. Luckily, there's still a little time to shop, and Ulta Beauty makes it easy. Find the hottest gifts from brands like Sol de Janeiro and Tarte. Need stocking stuffers? Grab minis from Clinique and Benefit Cosmetics or fragrance rollerballs. Gift cards are always a win in a pinch. So hurry and head to Ulta Beauty today. Or buy online and pick up in-store now. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
Now is the time before winter is full on in your kitchen to make sure your heat or your furnace is ready. How do you do that? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating will get the job done for you like they did for me last winter when our system crashed and burned in the dead of winter. Check them out, leesair.com. Right now, get $100 off any AC heating or plumbing repair. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating does it all, and they've been doing it at a high level for 40 years. See how they can help you stay warm and cozy all winter at leesair.com. That's Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Guys, leave weight gain, low T, and ED in 2025. For a limited time, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering free full diagnostic panels. A $400 value. It checks testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Plus, qualified patients get up to 25% off select treatments now through year end. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Tickets start at only $68. It's the perfect Christmas gift for the live music fan in your life. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans, Michelob Ultra, and Bare Bones Workwear. More info at CITPFest.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for Hoblet's Wrap the Year Up sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $12,500 off MSRP on new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesmans with no payments for 90 days. That means you drive home a new Ram today and don't make your first payment until March of next year. Or you can save up to $5,250 off MSRP and get 0% for 72 months, saving you thousands in finance charges.
Everyone keeps saying 0% is impossible to find. I guess they weren't checking at Hoblet.
We strive every day to get our customers the best deals on the truck they need. Affordability is key, and right now we have new 2025 Ram 1500 starting as low as $34,995.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. $12,500 toll net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman after $7,250 factory rebates and $5,250 dealer discount. Rebates include $4,750 national, 10% below MSRP rebate. $2,000 holiday select inventory, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. To this net savings, sample VIN 197717. See dealer for details.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Need an etiquette ruling from the crowd. So as I was milling around during the break, I passed two ladies in the hall that I did not recognize.
Upstairs, down?
Downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, I was downstairs and didn't recognize. Okay, that out of context, that sounds weird. Like, I didn't. I was downstairs.
Not until you pointed it out.
And didn't recognize the ladies that I passed downstairs.
Okay.
Very sweet. I say that because as I got out of sight of them, one of them said, "There's snacks in the conference room. Come get some." So then I turned around, made an extra long circle, and I milled in front of the conference room, which there's a couple of those ladies were in there, and I think a couple other people. And I realized I think there's some sort of charitable event going on here with another station, maybe KNC. I don't know.
KNCI is doing okay today.
And I now don't know if she was saying that to me, thinking I was involved, saying it to somebody else who was involved, or just saying it to me not caring if I was involved. But now I feel weird. Is it appropriate to go in the conference room and take snacks that I think the spirit of the snacks are for the people that are involved?
Did you see what the snacks were?
It's like there's coffee and chips, and I think some Danishes, and some different assorted things.
I know what's happening next break.
There's definitely snackable items in there that would appeal to all of us, no matter what age, creed, or anything else. But
sounds like the snacks are for the building.
Yeah,
but does it though?
That's not hey, there's snacks in the room for only those that are working.
I know she didn't say that, but is it implied that this is to power the people that are volunteering currently, of which we are not?
We are volunteering.
What, we are?
Yeah. We're getting out of their way.
We're volunteering to help them out.
I don't know if these are real workplace snacks or if they're...
You know what? Guess what? Jason and I will figure it out.
We'll test it out.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I know in the past, I don't think this is the exact same thing that they've done before, where they used to have the people downstairs, they were taking calls.
Yeah.
Because we have a different entity that they're doing this through. But that used to be a constant all-day food was brought in. And it was like,
please eat it because we're going to have extras of everything.
Exactly.
Joe Giroux, former employee of the station, is in the chat. Hello, Joe. And by the way, Joe's a P1. We appreciate that. Joe says, walk into the room and say, as the host of the #1 rated program in this station, I get access to all snacks. Okay.
Joe's not wrong.
I will not do. Okay. Let me just, as we move on, let me just counter both of you with the following. When Crumble Chris comes in and brings in a vat of crumble cookies.
Okay.
And let's say,
for this answer.
and other people came in and started eating the cookies, I feel like we'd feel a certain sort of way.
I agree, but there's one key difference. If Crumble Chris opened the door and said, hey, everybody, there's cookies in here for you to have, isn't that different?
If the cookies are in the conference room...
Yeah, they're free game.
Right, because also, that's actually, Chris makes a great point. There are some offices downstairs. If the snacks were in the digital department.
Yeah.
That feels like it's for that group.
That's true.
It's in the conference room.
It is in the conference room. I guess I'm hung up.
We have met in the conference room before.
We have.
We've also, if it was in the soundstage room down there, that feels very open too. If it's in the kitchen, it's very open. But if it's at someone's office, in someone's desk, at a cubicle, that feels very like, ooh, this looks like this is specifically for someone else.
I guess I'm just hung up on, was she talking to me? Was she talking to me? Chris, if you get a chance, put a poll up on the YouTube page.
I thought we didn't do that.
That is true. Special occasions.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Hey, now. From TR, I thought Carmichael Dave was going to go on a health game. Lay off of me, I'm starving.
We said until after the holidays.
That's right. Relax, TR. What's TR stand for? Trash receptacle? I get him. I get him. I got Chris laughing. Toilet roamer. Nailed it.
Got him.
Tom Riddle from Voldemort. Okay, there's that. Nerds. I know you like Harry Potter.
I know you like Harry Potter.
First down.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
The NFL switched the Sunday night Week 16 game from Cincinnati against Miami to New England at Baltimore. Did they fix that right?
What? Yes.
What's that?
It's a question.
Did they fix that right?
Nobody wants to see that first game.
Nobody wants
Miami,
to see.
New England.
Nobody cares about Cincy and Miami.
I mean that.
New England and Baltimore, much
better.
Much better. Yeah, they flexed her. Good. Hey, good flex, NFL. Way to go, baby
Flex
oil
cam.
and everything. You're damn right.
Easy there.
What? Second down.
The Broncos, Patriots, and Rams can all clinch the playoffs this weekend. Rank those in order of which surprises you the most.
The Rams are least surprising to me. The Broncos are second least surprising. The Patriots are the most surprising.
I agree with your order.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Third down.
Third down. Have we hit the point? Have we hit that point of the show where we start getting loopy? I feel like I have.
I think Sam was the one that started all
Sam
that.
kicked it off. He really did. By the way, peeling back the curtain, when you notice how I asked him a couple times who's the most handsome person in the world? That was the lead-in question they asked. They were having a conversation prior to him going on that FanDuel show. And then when he went on the FanDuel show, that was the question they led off with, and he avoided it. He had told me that off the air, so I kind of saved that all week to ask him. That's why he was very angry.
I actually have the open of when you said, like, hey, Sam, thanks for joining us.
Oh, do you? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, let's hear that. Yeah, Sam was not in a good mood. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, Sam. I noticed you didn't have any tech issues on FanDuel's podcast there, guy. Third down.
The Patriots could go from worst to first, and this seems to happen every season.
Every season.
Which team that is currently in last do you think could end in first next season?
Okay, and to be clear, this is last in your division.
Yeah, there's 8 teams.
So that here is what we have as a basket to choose from. The Jets, the Browns, the Titans, the Raiders, the Giants, the Vikings, the Saints, the Cards. I will narrow that down to, in my opinion, the Vikings, Giants, and Browns. Do you have any other candidates I missed? I'm not saying those are. I'm saying I'm narrowing it down to 3. Do you think there's a team I didn't say that could do it?
I would for New Orleans, maybe. I don't love them, but that division is just not great.
That is true.
But that's a candidate. I don't know that that's the one I would.
I will say, of all those teams, I am really. I'm going to say. I want to say the Browns because if we're optimistic, they got the best defensive player in the game, and if Shedeur Sanders is a thing, and they make the right moves in the offseason, you got the Steelers, Ravens, Bengals in that division, but also Joe Burrow's back, Lamar Jackson. There's a lot going on there. I don't believe this will happen, but I'm gonna stick with my pick to click next year. I'll say the New York Football Giants.
Okay.
Maybe Philly makes some contract moves in the offseason. They're on a downswing. The Cowboys. The Cowboys. And then, the Commanders, maybe this is the RG3 thing all over again, and they get a nice rookie quarterback who gets hurt, and they go on a downslide. I'll take the Gigantics.
Okay, I'll take, I mean, it's probably the easiest way out, but I think it's Minnesota. That's the toughest division. Yeah. They won 13 games last year.
They did.
So they have a good defense. Right. I'd say Minnesota.
Well, I think you screwed it up in the very first thing you said. There is no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
No easy.
Fourth down.
Phillip Rivers is back in the NFL. Which other 40-plus-year-old would you like to see back in the NFL?
I mean, I'm all for Tom Brady come back again. Let's go.
Isn't he 50 now?
Yeah, probably. What other 40-year-old could come? What 40? It'd have to be a quarterback, right?
I know. I asked Patrick Willis yesterday.
What did he say?
He's like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I want to know if that's before or after. I saw him doing a sit-down with a Niners somebody. It was in some, theater-looking thing. And somebody asked that exact same question. He said, man, I've been asked that a lot today. I don't know if that was before or after your question.
Oh,
but somebody stole your question, I think. I can't think of anyone else that could. Drew Brees, I think his shoulder's half off. He talked about how much it
Andrew
hurts.
Luck's probably not even 40, is he?
No, I don't think he is.
Cam Newton's still not 40.
Did you hear Cam Newton was felt like it was a slap in the face? He wasn't contacted.
Yeah.
You know what?
Slap in the hat.
Can I be? You know what? I'll change. I think that would actually be incredibly entertaining because Cam Newton has talked so much mess since he's been out. I'd love to see him come in and either back it up or get schlackered. So I'll say Cam Newton. I stole yours, kind of.
Now let's bring Eli back. Why not?
What about Peyton?
No.
No. Nope, just
Nationwide's on his side.
All right, we'll take a break when we come back. What's hot? What's not? And we'll do a 3 in the key, and then we'll get back to Sam Perry, Scott Amik at 9 a.m. We'll replay some or all of that interview, depending on what Chris lets me do. And then what's on deck? We got a nice hour 15 left for you starting next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heating and Air. They're now upgrading what they do to include plumbing. They're bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. So they're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them all the time as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement. And now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free and give
give you that second opinion. And right now, they got a free furnace special with a full system installation up to $2,500 in rebates, all for a company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A-plus Better Business Bureau. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Get more for your money at Elk Grove Chevrolet, where value meets style. Lease a new Chevrolet Trax for just $199 per month plus tax. Enjoy its roomy backseat, flat rear window, and simple, attractive interior packed with an 11-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless charging. The Trax delivers more for less. Visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today for full lease details and see why the Trax is such a smart choice. Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today.
What will a Maverick do? 'Cause you're a Maverick too.
Give to get with no gimmicks. Limited appointments, some restrictions apply.
From holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now, during their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code SKY at checkout. I was lucky enough to receive Omaha Steaks as a gift, and it was everything I had hoped for. Items were individually packaged so I could cook for the entire family. Or if I was the only one home, I would treat myself with a delicious steak, sides, and even dessert. I loved those nights by myself. Right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. It's holiday magic made easy. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code SKY.
Get auto care that values your time at OK Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, Sacramento's family-owned shop since 1965. Need new tires? Enjoy free vehicle pickup, delivery, and a courtesy shuttle. Every 5th oil change is free. From star smog checks to key fobs, our ASE certified team handles it all. With over 870 5-star reviews, you're in good hands. Call today. Our advisors are here Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
That didn't go as you thought, huh?
No. But there was some post-game after you left.
They were very nice.
They were very nice.
Well, of course they were going to be nice. So during the break, we went down to this room with all the snacks. You can see that Chris and Jason are enjoying some. Well, you've got a bagel with cream cheese.
Uh-huh.
What'd you get, Chris? Same thing?
Cream cheese.
Then Jason just took mine.
Oh. So.
Also got some coffee.
So I went down and finally,
Put her name on it?
As they went in, they were, Jason and Chris went in, and I literally hit around the corner. That's not a joke, by the way.
He did.
And I just listened, and they went in, they were like, hey, and they're like, oh, there's snacks here, and they were super welcoming, right? And then so I kind of, they're like, don't be shy, come in. So I go in there, and then I'm watching Jason and Chris get the snacks. I'm like, all right, this is me. Guys, I need to poll the room. We just did this segment on the show.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll
And
here.
I was like, look, I want you to be honest, okay? Like, you offered the snacks, but you have no way of knowing because they're not wearing name badges. Like, we're not volunteering. We're not technically a part of this right now. We're not doing anything, and this is for your volunteers. So, like, isn't it kind of a faux pas to take the snacks? Like, just give me an honest answer here. Don't be polite. And the one lady down there, she goes, well, you could donate. I was like, oh, God, yeah. So here's the solution, and Bill Louie, our sales manager, who's very smart about this stuff, came in, and I asked him to. So we were having a nice free-flowing conversation about this, and he said, well, we need a video to plug some of the people that have helped out and sponsors and all that. Would you be willing to come down after the show and cut a video and then put it on your socials? As well as, we'll push it out on the station, websites and all that. I said, absolutely. And then, boom, now I feel like I'm okay with taking some.
Now I'm the hero.
No, but, like, now I feel like.
But you didn't take any.
Well, no. I ran out of time.
Next break.
Maybe next break. But now I would feel justified taking some snacks because I'm doing something. We as a group are doing
But we
something.
must have started something because
Yeah,
when
everyone
Chris and I were walking
saw
out,
that.
like 10 people came walking in.
Well, and I asked Cody on the way down from KNCI, and she said, absolutely, take snacks, as long as there's enough for everybody. And I was like, well, I don't know if there's enough for everybody. She said, so just wait for the initial run and then go cherry pick off the remainder of the
Because
snacks.
what happens a lot at our company, which they're great about this, is an email will come out at like 11:30. Hey, there's a ton of food left here. And it's like, well, we're gone by then.
Right. We don't ever get that. We don't ever get the snacks.
Yeah. But now they're here, so go enjoy.
It's really stressful. Stuff like that really stresses me out, man. I just don't want to do the wrong thing.
Okay.
But if you guys blaze the trail.
Yeah.
So who's hot?
Call me Bill Walton.
Because you're a trailblazer?
Yeah.
Well, I would have gone Clyde Drexler, but okay. Kevin Duckworth.
The Lake.
R.I.P.? R.I.P. Kevin Duckworth? R.I.P. Kevin Duck. Buck Williams.
Yeah.
Rick Adelman.
Terry Porter.
Jeff Petrie. Jeff Petrie. I was just talking about him to you yesterday.
Damian Lillard.
Dame Lillard. That's a good one. I'm trying to
wish he could have been a King.
I know.
But Thomas Robinson was pretty good.
Then wasn't Thomas Robinson also a Blazer?
He was.
Yeah, okay. So who else is hot?
The Lakers. Your guys' favorite team.
Dave's.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic had 35 points. LeBron James had 15 rebounds and 3 blocks. Marcus Smart, he had 8 3-pointers, and they scored 119 points last night.
Good job, Lakers.
Hot.
That's a lot. Wow. That's pretty darned hot. Who's not?
The Lakers.
Suckers.
Teams who have had players with those numbers have been 21-0 until last night when they lost to the Spurs 132-119.
Oh.
That's actually, I mean, they were getting, that was closer than, that final score was closer than it was most of the game. They were getting smacked around. No Wemby either. During the Sam interview, I was thinking of the following question. All cards on the table, Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Or let's just not even say Giannis. Let's just say in general. What team in the NBA do you think, if they wanted to get somebody, has the best arsenal to get that person?
OKC.
Right. But do they?
Or San Antonio.
That's what I'm saying.
Or Houston.
I think it's definitely OKC or San Antonio, but all cards on the table, which means that SGA and Victor Wembanyama are included. So OKC has the better draft pick arsenal, no problem, no doubt about it. But San Antonio has Wembanyama, Castle, Harper, Fox, an unprotected Kings pick swap, and then all of their picks too. Like legitimately, if you were to score tradable assets, including Wembanyama and SGA. Oh, and by the way, and including Jalen Williams and everybody else. Like, is OKC ahead of San Antonio? OKC. I don't know. I was just tripping on that for a second.
If the Spurs dealt Fox.
And you forgot one Thunder player.
Shit, Holmgren looks like an esports player. All right. 3 in the key, Kings Nuggets tonight. Let's go. My favorite country singer back in the 80s was John Denver. But wait, he wasn't a country singer. He played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island. The Kings play Denver tonight. I was going somewhere completely different, but then wait a minute.
And you realized you couldn't rhyme with Denver?
I couldn't. Also, wait a minute. John Denver was a country singer. Who am I thinking of that was Gilligan?
Bob Denver.
We're on Denver.
Tom Maley looks like Bob Denver.
He does look a little like, yeah. You ever listen to John Denver?
Yeah.
Randomly?
With purpose.
Like, have you listened to John Denver other than, like, Country Roads or something came on? But, like, when was the last time you actually played even part of a John Denver album or greatest hits?
Never.
Never?
Greatest hits of John
Denver?
Denver?
I don't know, or you know.
I've heard a song or two.
Of John Denver's?
Yeah.
Well, you got Country Roads.
Right.
You got, you fill up my senses like a shiny blue demon, or whatever it is. It's probably not Shiny Blue Demon. You got...
Shining bright like a diamond?
What? Okay. You have to pick one artist to listen to for the rest of your life. John Denver or Neil Diamond?
Oh, Neil Diamond.
100%, right?
Neil Diamond.
On Denver. But does this include the songs that Neil Diamond wrote that he didn't perform?
No.
No.
John Denver.
Neil Diamond.
I still can't figure out if this Hugh Jackman movie about Neil Diamond. Is it about Neil Diamond or is it about a Neil Diamond impersonator?
I think it's about
That's
Neil
Saving
Diamond.
Silverman.
Oh, is it?
I think it's about Neil Diamond.
Is it a biopic on Neil Diamond? Because I'll watch that.
Okay.
I love Neil Diamond. Went to one of the
John
shows.
Denver's full of shit, man.
Nobody ever said that about Neil Diamond. Still with us? Still with us.
Yeah, but
But
not
he's not doing well. All right, 3 for Madness.
Okay, tonight we're looking for the Kings' leading scorer and how many points? With no Zach LaVine, right?
No Zach LaVine. No Sabonis. Give me DeMar DeRozan with 24.
I have DeRozan with 27.
Keegan Murray's going to have 25 tonight.
Okay. Now we're looking for the Joker, the big guy, his stat line, points, rebounds, assists.
34, 14, and 12. Just a monster night for Joker.
I have 39, 14, and 6.
36, 11, and 9.
My sister was apparently talking to my son and quizzing him on different things in the NBA, right? And she was sharing this with me that she was embarrassed. She knows nothing about sports, right?
Sports balls.
So she was talking about, she's like, okay.
Laker fan, right?
Who are the
of course that makes sense.
Who are the favorites for MVP? And she read off, and then she was reading off the list, like she was doing multiple choice. And apparently she pronounced it Jokic, which I can see if you don't know. Like you'd think like maybe it was Spanish or something. I don't know. And then I laughed because Jokic is kind of funny.
Jokic Pokic.
Jokic Pokic. What a great movie with Bette Midler.
Yes.
Back to you.
Random stat for tonight. Something you're predicting to happen.
Jamal Murray will cook. Jamal Murray will bust 40.
Oh, wow. Over 40, and Jokic has a triple-double. Let's see. I say Keegan will make 5 or more threes tonight.
5 or more threes, and he's not going to lead the...
That's 15.
That's 15 points.
27.
Dork.
He is going to have...
Idiot.
7 threes.
Who Keegs?
On the nose.
On the nose?
Yeah.
That would hurt. Wear one of them masks.
Well, then we both could be right.
We both could be right. You both could be wrong. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings Nuggets will preview their 4th and final matchup unless they meet again in the playoffs. And we'll talk. We'll also play some Scott Perry
More
stuff
Scott
too.
Perry.
Yeah, more Scott Perry. We'll do that next.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade, free for all to enjoy, circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Western Health Advantage.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
At Target, great memories start with great prices. Get gingerbread house kits for just $12, plus all the Wondershop baking must-haves. Gather the whole fam, grab some gingerbread kits, and start building sweet moments together. Then keep the joy rolling, baking up tasty treats with Wondershop that'll make the season a blast. Make unforgettable memories with incredible prices on gingerbread kits and Wondershop baking essentials. And step into the holidays, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbofstockton.com. That's mbofstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. Bobby, what do we do? Also, that Millie Bobby Brown girl, apparently her given name is Millie Bonnie Brown. And then she switched it to Millie Bobby Brown.
Really?
I wonder why.
That always confused me.
Right? Me too. Well, because you have Bobby Brown singing right now.
What if his middle name was Millie?
That would be amazing. Because what is it, like Robert something Brown?
Sala.
Robert
I could give
Beresford Brown Sr.
I'm going to say, I could give you all day.
Beresford?
Barisford.
Good one.
Beresford. It sounds like a university. Like UC Davis plays Beresford this weekend to go to the semis.
Yeah.
And Millie Bobby Brown's real name isn't Millie Bonnie Brown.
What is it?
Bonnie.
It's Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi.
Well, because she married John Bon Jovi's
Oh, that's
kid.
right.
Dork.
Bon Jovi.
Wait, I thought that was a different. I thought you said
No.
it was a sister that married the.
No,
Bon Jovi's.
No, I might have. The sister. No, the sister married the older brother of the first kid that got taken in the Stranger Things show.
That's not what she said.
On in the real show, they're actually they're together on the show apparently. Spoiler alert, and they're together in real life and have been for like 9 years. Yeah, I think I did mix that up. And Millie Bobby Brown married Jake Bon Jovi, who is John Bon Jovi's son, but it's spelled Bongiovi, which is his original last name. They just took Bon Jovi from that. But that's not how it was originally spelled. So there you go. And then I think as we're finishing up this discussion on Bobby Brown,
wait, it's spelled with a G?
Yeah, Bongovi-vi. Yeah, but I think it was pronounced Bon Jovi.
Okay.
But then
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, well, maybe.
You think the last I is silent?
No, I don't know, but they went for, it might have been Bon Jovi, but then they went to Bon Jovi, which is the name of the band. And they changed his name. I think there's another Bobby Brown, though. My mind is wackadoodle, but I'm pretty sure there was a Bobby Brown with an I.
Yes.
And she was the chick in the Cherry Pie Warrant video. Is that right?
100%.
Man, did I have a little kid crush on her.
How are all the Bobby Browns like ridiculously
good
different
looking
from each other?
Oh, yeah. Because
I know which Bobby
that
Brown
is
you're
right.
talking about.
Yeah, no.
Where's that Bobby Brown today?
I don't know.
There's also a wait, is that the same person? Professional makeup artist, Bobby Brown?
I don't know, but from the Warrant video, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Cherry Pie.
man, Oshevitz. That was, who is this chick? Lady, girl. Hold on. This can't be the same. Hold on, Bobby Brown.
No, it's not. That was, I think, the one that I found.
Bobby Jean Brown, B-O-B-B, the Cherry Pie girl. Where is she now? That's the Cherry Pie girl. Voof.
Also, Bobby Brown's daughter is Bobby Brown.
Oh, really?
Bobby Christina Brown.
I don't know what the date is on this article, but 1990 was the video. Cherry Pie was, whatever. By the way, R.I.P. Janie Lane, the lead singer. She was in the Vanilla Ice movie Cool as Ice. You saw that. She was in Last Action Hero. Oh, she was.
She was the daughter.
She had multi-episode stints on Married with Children and News Radio. What?
Mom?
She also hosted an infomercial for a rock compilation called Big Rock, the 80s Generation. Things slowed a bit in 2000. She struggled with sobriety, eventually got clean. Good for her. She came back in 2012 in the reality show Ex-Wives of Rock. In 2013, she released a memoir, Dirty Rocker Boys, Love and Lust on the Sunset Strip. And that's the last we've heard from her. That's the last we heard from her in this article. Well, you know what? Shout out to that Bobby Brown, who she was on the Mount Rushmore of ladies in my youth that meant a lot to me. I would say the Cherry Pie girl, also her name's Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm. Let's have some respect. Elle McPherson, Anna Kournikova.
Okay.
Anna Kournikova.
Oh, man, I have a crush on Anna Kournikova.
Isn't she a little...
I was also, we're like this almost, she's a little younger than me. Relax. And, well, maybe not when I was a teenager. Maybe it was when I was older and she was... No. Bust out the dates. Go ahead. How old is she? She's 40. Hold on, let me guess. Anna Kournikova, celebrity birthdays, flash. 43.
I'm going 46.
Dave is closer, 44.
Yeah, okay. We're not that.
But that's also in Soviet Russia, so she might actually be 42. In Soviet Russia, ages you.
Wait, what are you talking about? R.I.P. Bobby Brown. Oh, the other. Okay.
The original.
Okay. All right.
Also, if you haven't seen the movie Last Action Hero, do yourself a favor.
I couldn't agree with you more. So stupid and underrated. Like, it's okay.
Way ahead of its time.
This is way a rabbit hole. Let me tell you, dude. Last Action Hero and The Last Boy Scout are two of the dumbest but most entertaining movies that are considered dumb I've ever seen. Like, Last Boy Scout is really stupid, but it's so flipping. Have you seen it? Damon Wayans,
long time ago, but I don't remember.
Damon Wayans, Bruce Willis.
I just know like the football scene.
Yeah, it opens. I think it opens with like First off, why is it in every movie when they're portraying football, it's always dark on the field? Like, it's dark with, like, some lights in, and this guy's running with the ball, and then I think, God, I haven't seen it in years. Next thing you know, he takes out a gun and starts shooting, like, opponents on the field.
That's one way to get by the defense.
And it is. And then Bruce Willis in this movie is, like, the most stereotypical Bruce Willis of all like chain smoking, like ex-wife, and the kid, his daughter hates him, and he bleeds napalm and craps Constantine wire. You know, he's one of them. It's like if Gunny Highway from Heartbreak Ridge had a kid, it would have been Bruce Willis in Last Boy Scout. But it's a fun movie, and I want to say the bad guy in it is somebody too. Like, he's a guy. Like, I think the bad guy in it was somebody a big deal. Anyways, Scott Perry.
Yes.
Sorry about that, everybody.
He spoke yesterday.
ADD. Did not want to put a timeline on the process. That's what he started out saying.
First of all, I would never put a timeline on this process, and I'm not going to either this afternoon. And I've said many times before, when I first got this job, my mandate when I got hired here was to build a platform for a long-term sustainable success. And ownership in the front office, we are 100% aligned in that vision and in that goal. And so anything that suggests anything different is just false. So, and I've always had the complete and necessary autonomy to make decisions necessary to achieve this goal. So that's where we're at right now. So hopefully that clears things up for everyone in Kings Nation.
Are we a nation? Does that work?
Strong.
Yeah, you're
proud.
Yeah, are we good?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that guys in Last Boy Scout, too, by the way. Like, it's basically the whole movie. Like, first off, Billy Blanks and Morris Chestnut are in this movie. Dick Butkus and Lynn Swan and Vern Lundquist are in the movie. Chelsea Ross, who is like, Chelsea Ross? Chelsea Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea Ross from like 50 different movies, right? He's like one of the all-time that guy. Bill Medley. What the hell is Bill Medley doing in that movie? I guess so. Bruce McGill, another on the Mount Rushmore of that guys.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy coach in Wildcats. Halle Berry. I forgot Halle Berry was in that movie. And then 3 of the 4 perhaps Mount Rushmores of that guys, Noble Willingham, right? Would you which, by the way, for some reason up until now, I thought that was Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
So, along with Bruce Willis and Damon Williams. So,
Last Action Hero is so underrated. Exactly. Here's the cast of The Last Boy Scout.
I'm saying they're both, but then I really like Last Boy Scout. Good morning, Dave. I don't usually do these announcements, but I was just accepted to get my master's degree in sports management at Florida State University. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Come on. Let's go.
Good for you.
Good for you. Go Noles.
Gross.
Don't go out there to party. All right, so that was Scott Perry on that. And then let's talk about identity. The Kings want to create an identity. Hopefully it's not McLovin, because you could have come up with a lot of better names. Just one word, McLovin.
Yeah,
like, you could. No one's going to believe you, dude. You're 25.
There is no difference in opinion on Keon Ellis. We both like him.
I mean, hold on. That's Keon Ellis. Hey, that's a preview of what's coming up next. He's going to talk about Keon Ellis. Here he is on identity.
We want to create an identity this year. Have we fully done that to this point? The answer to that is no. I'm a straight shooter, and I'll tell you that. We've been very uneven in trying to do that. But we will get there. Make no bones about it. We're all equally committed to that. As I've said, there's the 100% alignment between front office and ownership. There's also that same alignment between myself and the coaching staff. Same thing. And so I get it. I understand the frustrations of Kings fandom, fan nation here. It's been a long time since they won and had a sustainable winner. And so I know this early on is not what they wanted. But if you look at the number of the top teams in the league today, they all went through some very tough stretches and tough years to be able to lay the kind of foundation necessary to create the type of environment that ultimately leads to sustainable winning.
Scott.
And so all I've ever asked from the beginning is just that, to be patient for that ride, because we definitely have a plan in place, and we plan on doing this thing together. I think fans and people will be pleased with that once we get to that point.
Look, Whitey's a pro, and he's one of my mentors. Maybe don't reset the interview and interrupt the guest. Come on, Whitey, you know better than that. Right, Jason? That's what you were telling me.
Right.
I love everything he's saying. It's music to my ears. No shortcuts. Build an identity. What do we want to be? Here's what the other, I think Scott Perry actually listened to the show all year last year, because if you could pick a general manager to basically espouse the points we were making for much of the year and all of the summer, it's almost exactly what he's saying. That being said, that's the second time he stumbled on that, so I think we need to get him a message, because the chat line, I'll give them credit. It's been a rough week for the chat. Text line has been winning, but chat line wins today just for this. It's King's Kingdom. And I apologize I should have known. You literally have a kingdom for the Kings. So it's not King's Nation. Is it
Kingsdom?
Kings, that actually,
or is it repetitive? Kings, Kingdom.
I think it's the kingdom, because here's why. I'll explain. Because Kingsdom is what they've been for the last 40 years for the most part. I think that's a pejorative. King's Kingdom, I think Chris would get way too hung up on that as far as the tongue twister and other folks. I think the kingdom. The kingdom.
It's very regal.
Regal, I mean, we're the Kings.
Yeah. How about this? Kings fans.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just
Kings fans. Not everything has to be a nation.
Well, they're not a nation. They're a dumb. Here's Scott Perry talking about Keon Ellis.
There is no difference in opinion on Keon Ellis. We both like him. I mean, Doug has a great deal of respect for him. Actually, Doug knows Keon better than I do. He's coached him here the last couple of years. I'm getting to know and learn Keon with each practice, each game that moves forward. He is professional. He exemplifies the 6 pillars that you guys have heard me talk about when I talk about being competitive, tough, team-oriented, accountable, professional, disciplined. It's no secret that we're a smaller basketball team, but we have a number of guards right now. And so there are only so many minutes to go around. But I think as the season moves on, you continue to see Doug push a number of different buttons, and I'm sure that Keon will be the recipient of some more minutes based on whether it be opponents or his play, or just trying to find the right combinations to play. So there's no we like Keon Ellis here.
I think Keon Ellis Nation will enjoy that. I think it certainly sounds like Scott Perry. Now look, there's posturing, there's this, there's that. You don't know, but it sounds like they like him.
I believe they might here, but I think my read on that answer was basically in there when he's saying he's caught up in the numbers game, which I think is factual.
Yeah.
And I think those minutes will become more prevalent for him. I think they have to make a trade, though, to do it. I just think so. Let's pretend they don't make a trade the rest of the year. They still have a guard problem.
Yeah.
And at some point, Dave, we could then shift our why aren't they playing Keon Ellis conversation to insert other guard. Like last game, it was a little odd that Malik Monk didn't play the second half.
Agreed.
So if you don't make another trade, hey, why aren't they playing Schroeder? Where's Westbrook? Why didn't Monk play? Where's LaVine? I mean, we're just shifting the player. So right now it's Keon. To some extent, we don't bring up Carter as much.
No.
But I think there's a couple people that could be playing more, especially on a team that has 6 wins.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's that easy to do right now until you make those trades.
Interestingly enough, you bring up Devin Carter, who played yesterday. Kings hosted the stupid South Bay Lakers.
Oh, you love it, way.
14 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a blocked shot. So,
it was okay.
Didn't Clifford go down there?
2 days ago we played. I don't know if he played last night.
I guess he didn't play. What are they? What is that?
They call that a back-to-back.
Load management. And then, the game before, I think this was Carter's first trip down there. 25 points, 8 boards, couple of assists. Nick Clifford had 16, 7 boards. Good for Devin Carter getting 25. I mean, come on. I'm aware that we've seen people go down to the G League. And
Not bad at all.
Didn't Scalabisi go down there and average 39 points or something crazy like that?
But wasn't that when they were averaging 150 points a game?
Yes. I mean, it looks good, though. Sounds good, too. Here's Scott Perry's thoughts on Doug Christie.
First of all, you're talking to a former coach here, so I have total respect for that position. The coaching job is hard, especially in this league, because you're playing against talented teams pretty much every night. But Doug has most impressed me. Doug is extremely passionate and intense, as most all of the people know here in Sacramento. Those were qualities that made him the great player that he was in Sacramento. And he also has some very good natural leadership abilities. This is his first full season as a head coach, as a full-time head coach. So there's a learning curve for him, too, that he talks a lot about openly with you guys, and he is a real student of the game. So nobody works any harder at his craft. So Doug lives and dies with every possession, every win and loss, but he's always trying to figure out how to get better. So that's what I really have been watching and analyzing with him, and he's kept his demeanor, which I think is very important when you're going through tough times in this league. And I've been part of organizations that have gone all the way to the top and won the championship, and I've been with teams in this situation, and even worse, to be honest with you, in terms of beginning a building process. And one important thing that you need from leadership, and that's for myself, from Doug, is consistency of approach, consistency of attitude. Never get too high, never get too low. And I think Doug is really doing a solid job in that area. And I'm really excited about continuing to work with him and grow as a coach in this league.
Chat line again asking a good question. Car, bathroom, or office audio on Scott Perry. Here's my guess, and
office.
I'm 98%. Speakerphone in an office, which that's some BDE right there. That's some big energy. To do a radio hit on speakerphone. I mean, that's where you've got someone who's large and in charge. Where he's coming. I'll do it on speakerphone. It is what it is. That's definitely. He's not doing the interview from the bathroom, guys. Come on, no. He's a pro. You want somebody you want somebody to do his radio interviews from the bathroom in charge of your rebuild? No, he's doing it from his office. Alan Stiles, according to himself, has been cooking all week. He just put up a promo for his show at 10:15, debunking the debunking. Let me guess here. Let's see if we're right, because we'll ask him this in crosstalk. I think, does that mean that he is going to debunk Scott Perry's debunking of what Sam said?
No, I think he's going to debunk, if I'm guessing
right,
we're
guessing.
The debunking of what Keith Smith said about Keon Ellis.
Debunking. Okay.
That's a guess.
Okay. Ooh, well, I hope not.
I don't know.
Reaction to Scott Perry at 10:30.
Okay.
Sean Cunningham at 11.
Hey.
Chris Watkins, Brandon Nunez, Kings Roundtable at noon.
Nice.
Knights of the Round Table.
It's a big show right there.
He says, let's work.
He's, you know what?
Yeah.
He's cooking.
I think what do the kids say? He's cooking and he's not leaving a lot of crumbs, Jason. Or he's eating.
At least he'll be able to rest over the weekend. Oh, wait. On Saturday, he's also hosting the Santa Parade.
Oh, is he? Well, who's hosting it with him?
He's probably all by himself.
Yeah.
He might be.
Really?
Oh, really? He doesn't have a co-host?
I thought he had a co-host. I thought he had a traditional co-host, like on the Today Show.
Like, I know that, Chris, you did that with him a couple years ago.
That's right, he did.
I did.
Big hit. What? Why did they not ask you back? Did Alan say he wanted to do it solo?
It's not that I was asked to do it. It's that literally everybody else said that they didn't want to do anything with Alan.
Well, either way.
Like I asked you and you said, I don't want to work with Alan.
Oh, you mean Alan, the guy who behind the scenes has been screwing stuff up all week? That guy? No. Why would they want to do that? By the way, I can't wait to hold that over his head. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Chris, explain.
Explain what?
Why I'm mad at Alan?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, are you going to do it? So are you going to do it this weekend or not?
I am going to do it.
Are you?
Weekend, yeah. Because I like Alan.
So do I. A lot.
You're just mad at him right now.
Annoyed.
Why?
Not anymore.
Now you love him.
I love him a lot. He's my favorite host. You know, the only thing worse than what I always say that I'm going to get myself fired someday is that there's also equal chance that it's Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I misplace that button.
Oh, we'll take a break. We need to take a break.
Do we?
Don't we?
We
I
do.
don't know.
Yeah.
Now?
Now.
Good job.
When we come back, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And, hey, there's a lot on deck tonight. It's been kind of a slow week. There's a lot. Well, I'll tell you, and I'll tell you when we come back right after this.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade, free for all to enjoy, circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Elk Grove Chevrolet, Western Health Advantage, and OK Tire and Automotive.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Honey, look. 4 calling birds.
Do they have cell phones?
Well, yeah. They're called calling birds because they have 4 lines of Cricket 5G.
How do they pay?
Oh, easy. Each line is only $25 a month.
Who are they calling?
Beats me. One sec, gotta take this.
Join Cricket Nation and get 4 lines for $25 per month each. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. New lines only. All lines must be selected. Unlimited plan fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from card holder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at bfa.com/cardfwc26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investorday.
Play and win to take your loyalty to new heights at Sky River Casino. Join Sky River Rewards today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Plus, you'll be in the know about upcoming special events and offers. Just minutes from Sacramento, right off Highway 99 in Elk Grove. Join in the fun with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Visit us to see how. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's the hard way to buy a car, and then there's the Hoblet way. Transparent prices, fast paperwork, and a team that's there to help, not hover. We've spent 77 years refining this process so you can get in, get out, and get driving with zero drama. Car buying doesn't have to be stressful. At least, not when you do it the Hoblet way. Experience the difference at HobletDodge.com. The easy way to buy.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Is it? I'm confused. I don't know. Something else is just playing. What's on Deck? Brought to you by...
Hey, Dave, I heard there's donut holes downstairs.
Liar.
Hey, you went back down there.
Yeah, I went down there. I got a look, because I'm prepping for this health kick. I decided to do what I could to stay as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Pepper, some Nacho Doritos, and a Rice Krispie treat.
Where's the Rice Krispie treat?
In my belly.
Oh, wow.
That's a classic Matt George lunch.
That is. And dinner.
Yeah, Matt George still looks like a barcode. That will catch up to Matt.
When?
I don't know, but you know what? Wasn't it Teen Wolf where he said never trust anybody with two first names? Or was it never play poker with somebody with a city for his first name? I'm telling you, that's a line from Teen Wolf.
I have two first names.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, you're trustworthy.
I thought you had three first names.
Well, his middle name?
Yeah.
Well, you know. Jason W. Ross.
Well, winners.
So now I am beholden to volunteer because I have now taken snack. And I know Chris will be volunteering a little bit later after the show. Right?
With what?
I don't know. Your good looks. Won't raise a lot of money. JR says, Dave, Jason, and Chris, if the Kings get the number one pick in the draft, do they take Darren Peterson, another guard, or do you take DeBonsa for his length, athleticism, and defensive potential, or do we take Boozer to move Keegan solidly into the small forward role, and we could extend Westbrook until we find or draft his successor? Well, JR.
That's not JR, is it?
No. I would say.
Whoa.
Sorry. I would say you take whoever's the best player.
Yes, whoever you think is the best.
I don't care if it's a point guard or I do not care.
Yeah.
You take the best player available, period, end of statement.
Yep.
Dr. Pepper is one of the most dangerous sodas to drink. What?
Why is it dangerous?
What is dangerous about Dr. Pepper? Also, is it true that it has prune juice in it? Somebody told me that once.
I remember hearing that.
Remember hearing that?
I don't think so anymore. They also said Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
It did.
It's in the name.
It did. Wait, it doesn't? Hello.
Could you imagine back then? Be like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah. Well, that's back when they were like, hey, you're sick? Come in and let me bleed you, and then we'll leave. Go do some cocaine about it. Like that was the way doctors worked. Have a pack of Camels.
Sounds like you got a case of the sniffles. Here's some opium.
That'll take care of you right away.
Nuggets at Kings.
Yes.
Let's
go Kings. Light the beam.
7 p.m. Right here on the Sporty 1140. Pregame starts at 6, and Scott Marsh and the High Flyer and all that fun stuff.
Are you going to be done with dinner and the celebratory stuff in time to see the win?
Reservations at 6.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Might get I mean, again,
you don't need to see the first quarter. They're usually down by about 15.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll have it on.
Yeah.
I'll have it on my phone, just on the table, kind of. I know Mason will sit next to me, so I'll be.
So you guys will be locked into the family conversation.
Yeah, well, my mom's 80th. It's important, so we'll be paying most attention. Happy birthday to. Come on, play some defense.
That's a foul.
But of course, my mom would never get offended at that. My mom would say, because this is my mom, she'd be like, "What are you watching? Can I see?" My mom has the worst. My mom and my dog Gracie have the worst FOMO I've ever experienced in my life. Both of them. Like, if I show someone a picture in the vicinity of my mom, like, she wants to see the picture.
Yeah.
And also her, like, neck is plutonium or some metal. Like, they had to put in her neck years ago, so she can't turn from the left to the right. No, true. So I have to, like, go around. Yeah, like, I can't be like, "Here, Mom," and then she turns and looks. I have to, like, walk around and then phone in her face. And then.
Careful what you're looking at.
Yeah, no. And I always, and my mom tries to grab the phone so she can, like, look at it. And this has been going on for years now, and I will not let go of the phone because every time I have in the past, and be like, "Oh, here you go, Mom." The mom goes, "Oh, that's cute," and immediately starts scrolling. Just starts scrolling. Wants to see more pictures, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on in there. I don't want my mom scrolling through my photos. Not so much because she's going to come across, something. Nothing like that. But I'm saying, like, it's gonna be an interview about well, what's this? Who's that? What is that? Why is the dog in this? What's going on?
Yeah. Why is it wearing a hat?
Right. What? Clippers at Rockets. Go Clippers. Yeah, but for real though, go Clippers. I want the Clippers to win. Blazers at Pelicans. Go Pels. Big Pels hive here.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Blazers are going to be down. They won't be good, but they're not going to be down in this territory.
Okay.
And the Falcons at the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay looking to bounce back from that embarrassment last weekend.
All right, here's a question for you.
Okay.
If everybody that's in the lottery right now, so we assume the season ends today, and we all know the teams in the lottery.
Yep.
Well, the season did, but the teams that are there now, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And you went ahead. You're still friends with Basketball Jesus?
He hasn't really been answering my calls lately.
Okay. But if you had
he took the wheel last night from him, so just taking a little break from Dave.
He
I'm gonna text.
Comes back and tells you, hey, the winning lottery spot is going to be 7th.
Okay. I'm going to text Chris my response.
And what if all of the teams knew that 7th was the spot? So it's like we knew the future.
Yeah.
Finishing 7th worst was going to win the lottery. Mm-hmm. Do you think they could successfully do it if you're trying to finish 7th? Does that make sense?
Wait, so if we knew that...
I'm telling you right now, the winning lottery position will be the 7th worst team. And everybody in the lottery knew it.
The 7th worst team...
pick a number, 5th, not worst.
But let's just say in your world, I just want to make sure I understand that touchdown, NBA Jesus.
Has come back and said, hey, guys, I can tell you in May, the winning lottery spot will be 7th. So try to get to 7th worst. Do you think teams could successfully get there? Obviously, someone will. But it's like, wait, we need to lose. No. We need to win like 2 more right now and stay in this 6, 7, 8 range.
I think one of them will figure it out.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, to your point, God, I think that'd be incredibly interesting to watch because, at that point, like
no, we need to win 3 of the next 4.
Yes.
Oh, how are we going to do that?
Yeah, well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, or no, we need to. We've won a little too much. We need to lose about 4 in a row. That part wouldn't be as hard.
No, but definitely. We have breaking news. Chris, go ahead. Nothing Kings related. Relax. Not you.
When it breaks,
we have it first.
It's Sactown Sports breaking news.
Adam Schefter reporting that the Steelers superstar T.J. Watt is currently at the hospital undergoing a medical evaluation of his lung. Statement from the team said TJ is currently at a local hospital for further medical evaluation of his lung after experiencing discomfort at the practice facility on Wednesday. That would be yesterday. He will not be at practice Thursday. His status for Monday night's game versus Miami is in question. Coach Tomlin will provide more updates at the appropriate time. Well, gosh, that's almost like such a serious announcement that, I don't even know if I'd get into he's out Monday or
right.
His lung.
Wow,
that's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh well, hopefully, TJ is okay because that is that's not I don't know why an organ thing is always worse sounding than like a knee or an arm.
Right.
Like he has a bruised liver. Well, that might be a lot less problematic than a sprained knee, but bruised liver does not sound. Because it's not like you can see it.
Right.
Not like you can see it.
Very concerning.
Get my point. So shout out and thoughts with TJ. Sean Cunningham, who will appear on the Alan Stiles showgram coming up here momentarily. Giants Fan Fest returns to Sacramento on Saturday, headlined by Rockland native Logan Webb. He will be joined by some teammates and coaches at Sutter Health Park in West Sac from noon to 3. Anybody see old Logie at a Kings game yet this year? I know he tweets about him. And then oftentimes he'll delete his tweets. But
I have not.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he hasn't been there.
Okay, all right. He's a diehard. Won't come on the show, though. I'll try. Text him. Can't get him or Cam Scattaboo. Cam's a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Cam grew up a fan.
Fan Scattaboo.
Fan Scattaboo. Now he's Mr. You hear him say that all the jewelry he wears is fake. Which, by the way, good for him. But, All right, well, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to cross-talk with Alan, and we'll do some celebrity birthdays as well. We'll wrap everything up, and we'll see what the debunking of Alan is debunking. And we'll do all that right after this.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade, free for all to enjoy, circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Western Health Advantage.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
At Target, great memories start with great prices. Get gingerbread house kits for just $12, plus all the Wonder Shop baking must-haves. Gather the whole fam, grab some gingerbread kits, and start building sweet moments together. Then keep the joy rolling, baking up tasty treats with Wonder Shop that'll make the season a blast. Make unforgettable memories with incredible prices on gingerbread kits and Wonder Shop baking essentials. And step into the holidays, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on
on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Imagine being a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit Tremfya.com.
Now is the time before winter is full on in your kitchen to make sure your heat or your furnace is ready. How do you do that? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating will get the job done for you like they did for me last winter when our system crashed and burned in the dead of winter. Check them out, leesair.com. Right now, get $100 off any AC heating or plumbing repair. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating does it all, and they've been doing it at a high level for 40 years. See how they can help you stay warm and cozy all winter at leesair.com. That's Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
This is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah. Alan, move to the left.
Hey, Alan, can I have $20 if I can? Don't say anything. Thanks, man.
Hey, Alan, if you haven't caused any station-wide controversies, don't say anything. Wait, I did a double negative, sorry. Big controversy during the break. I asked Chris a question about could the classic-looking ghost do something?
What? Fill the audience in.
Do what? Shoot free throws. And Chris was like, he mentioned like an example. I was like, no, not that. Like the classic looking ghost. And I would submit to all of you out there that if I said, hey, when you think of a ghost, like what's the most classic depiction of a ghost?
See-through person.
It's the sheet with the two eyes and the big mouth. That's like the most classic depiction of a ghost.
So they have no arms to shoot a free throw.
I mean, maybe they're under the ghost sheet or whatever.
What about Casper, the friendly ghost? He was a classic ghost.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, classic ghost is see-through person.
Is that more classic than, Oh, look. I looked up ghosts. I just put ghost in Google and hit images.
From the movie Ghost, Ghost Story?
Oh, like that? Or
from
like
the movie
that,
A Ghost Story?
Or
wow,
like
they've
that.
got ghost face. That's
Those
not a ghost at all.
That's all the same, what I'm talking about.
And then there's a guy in a plaid shirt.
Remember when that's how Patrick Swayze looked in the movie Ghost?
I'm not saying there aren't examples. What I said was the most classic example of a ghost is sheet with eye holes.
That's the most famous costume of a ghost.
When I say depiction, what do you think I'm talking about? His ears?
It's a male.
I'm still. You said a classic ghost.
The way a classic ghost looks.
But that's the classic costume of a ghost.
Bro, they're all costumes.
So if we were playing
it's a
Pictionary,
go.
how would you draw it?
I would draw it like that. I'd draw a sheet with a little furly, thing, like Pac-Man's on the bottom, and then...
so Pac-Man is the best depiction of a ghost.
No, I'm saying I'm using it to describe the frillies at the bottom, and then it'd be 2 eye holes and a mouth hole.
What would you draw, Chris?
Well, I would draw that because that's a costume of ghost. But that's not what a ghost looks like. Whenever someone describes, I just saw a ghost, they don't say, like, looked like someone with a sheet over their
You're
head.
legit wadding what a ghost actually looks like.
Because you were thrown by what my answer was.
I didn't. I'm saying it was inaccurate. The classic depiction of a ghost is sheet with eyes. That's it.
You said a classic ghost, not classic
You know
depiction.
what? You're a classic ghost. Good morning, Alan.
Hi.
All right, so we promoted your show already.
Oh.
He's cooking.
You're looking for You're Welcome. And you are.
I'll have to re-listen.
I read your whole tweet.
Okay, thank you.
And we took guesses when you say you're going to be debunking the debunking at 10:15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got a lot riding on this. What debunking are you debunking?
I think it may have come off when we had, it's about Keith Smith and the Keon thing. Yeah. Because I think who was right?
Jason was.
What did you say?
I thought maybe you were talking about the Sam thing, and then Scott Perry debunked it.
No. Here's the thing, though. I thought Sam debunked it. I didn't think it needed more debunking.
He did. He debunked. There's a lot of debunking.
But I understand that comes out, and obviously that message goes way more viral than Sam and you coming into my show and you posting and Sam posting. So I get that. But yeah, the Keith Smith thing essentially, how I heard, and we'll replay it, but how I heard Keith was saying it was more of a process of elimination. I've spoken to people within the organization, and I know that they like Keon Ellis. So with Keon Ellis not playing, seems like there's a disconnect. Keith was not reporting that I know there's a disconnect between the coach and the front office.
Who has a problem? So what do you? Why are you even debunking it?
Because did you hear Scott Perry last night?
I got you.
He said that's whatever, totally false or whatever, and
like
that's
Keon,
not. That's not what he's just saying. Well, clearly, Doug, there's something going on because Keon ain't playing.
Well, and look, by the way, I want to be really clear. I think Scott Perry is 100% truthful in everything he says. So let's just put that on everything I'm about to say. That's like the all due respect. But also, what is he going to say? You know, honestly, Keon's okay. We're hoping to trade him. I need to get his value up, but honestly, we don't really like him.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
what's
I
he
agree.
going to say? It's an impossible position for him to be
I'll have to re-listen to how Whitey worded the question.
How'd you word that?
Let's
see.
There is no difference in opinion on Keon. We both like him. I mean,
Okay, you wanted to hear the Whitey part.
Yeah, Doug said he liked him, but it sounded, when we had Keith on, you can check that out on YouTube, it sounded like, I don't know why he's not playing. So I'm doing process of elimination, and I've talked to people, because Keith put out an article after Summer League where they said nobody does, and it was a quote, we don't have anybody on the roster that does what Keon does. So you're connecting all these dots, and now Keon can't play. So that was what Keith was saying. He wasn't saying, I know there's a riff about...
He was musing, he wasn't reporting.
Yes. Well, he was reporting that he had spoken to people in the front office. He wasn't reporting that I know that there's a disconnect between how they feel about Keon. He's saying, I know they like him, Doug, and Doug ain't playing him. So,
has anyone thought of sending Doug a message in a folded piece of paper that said, do you like Keon Ellis? Check yes or no.
Or maybe.
Maybe.
Do you ever know how to do those things where all these girls in class would do it, where they'd fold up the thing and it would make the little Pac-Man with, like, pick a number and you pull it out and
they'd make a classic ghost.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
By the way, from the text line, see, you had to bring it back up again from the 209. Our only text on it, by the way. Dave is right. Chris is wrong. I'm not making that up. Isn't that right?
Oh,
there?
so who's right? What area code?
209.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
So you hate half our listenership now? You're calling them dumb? What do you mean, those people in the 209?
We get plenty of texts from the 707, from
how
the
about-
530,
How about
279.
How about Google? Google, when you put ghost in, is Google wrong? Just put ghost.
I will put ghost.
Yeah, just put ghost in Google and hit images and see what happens. There, slappy pants. By the way, real quick, celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Crumble Cookies, and nothing says, "Hey, is that a ghost?" More than Crumble Cookies. By the way, I also enjoyed Alan's tweet as well, where he's Here's what happened. Alan walks around the corner from his house, and then he jogs in place for like 3 seconds, and then he starts to be. He's like, "Hey, gonna fit in that tuxedo. Gonna fit. I tell you one way or the other. And then he walks back into it. I know you're. I know
some water on my face.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
It was a very funny conversation.
Life is all about balance. I will be fitting into that tux in January.
Whoa.
Please believe. I ain't changing no size. We got this. We got this.
Should we release?
It was a.
Why are you out of breath?
It was a whole bit.
Can you check your phone, Dave, please?
On a wedding that I have at the end of January.
Are you on track?
No.
I noticed how you included 2 pictures instead of the whole page I did.
Oh, okay.
The whole page
What's the first thing that comes up? What happens when
the movie came up?
I didn't
say what's a classic ghost movie.
Oh, okay, then go to Wikipedia. What do they use for Wikipedia?
You're moving the goalposts.
How am I moving the goalpost?
Oh, I don't know. How are you moving the goalposts?
So when you
well, look. Oh, every picture almost is a ghost in a sheet.
2 days away. Santa parade.
When you go to Wikipedia and look up ghost, what comes up? Is it cheat guy?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably whatever
Cheat
you're
guy.
saying. Since you're pointing it out, doesn't mean anything. Means you found you know what ghost? You know what comes up? Ghost is a Swedish rock band known for combining costume theatricality, heavy metal, and arena rock. That's what comes up. There you go. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies while Chris is wrong. Brought to you by Chris being wrong. Chris, he's wrong. Back to you.
First off, once again, happy birthday to Michael Dave.
That's right. 80 years old today, Mom. Love you. Even she agrees Chris is wrong. Are you saying my mom's stupid?
Arena rock.
On this day in what year did the movie Hook come out?
One of my favorites.
Is it?
I love
We'll
that
see.
movie.
We'll see if it's your favorite. I know what year it came out.
Yeah, okay. I know it's the.
I'm going to write it right here for Kyle so he knows that I'm not cheating.
I know it's the early 90s. I'm going to say 1994.
Okay. Alan?
Wow.
It's one of 2. Run home, Jack. Run
95.
Home,
Wow, you guys both think it came out after Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with 1991.
Yeah, it's 91 or 94.
But just real quick, that's how Chris's brain works,
Thank
right?
you.
When I said that date, you think it came out after Mrs. Doubtfire? I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah,
Mrs.
nobody
Doubtfire.
is. Well, this is the guy that thinks that ghosts are all see-through.
Like Chris just does time in movies.
Yes. Well, let's see how he does here. A Few Good Men.
Oh, Dave's got this one.
I think it's 97. Isn't it? Or is it earlier? It might be earlier. It's 90. No, big. Yes, it's 90. No, it's 93.
It's 95.
1992.
Best stretch
We have a
of
correct
movies.
answer, and it goes to Christopher Law, 1992.
you
How about
should-
the television show Magnum P.I.?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Dave. This is your jam.
It is?
Yeah, you were around back then.
You look like a
wasn't. I was in
Magnum PI
diapers,
guy.
dude. 1980. 80.
The diaper dandy.
Was that Dick Vitale?
Did you say 1880?
1980. Yes, I said 1880.
Around the same time.
Magnum P.I. Turn down the role of Indiana Jones for that.
It's 85.
1981.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave.
Thank you. Suck
See,
it.
you know it.
Damn
Happy
right.
birthday to Mos Def.
Is it really?
Your mom and Mos
this
Def
is
have
so
the same
freaking
birthday.
weird, dude. Do you know how many? You know, the last time I mentioned the name Mos Def was probably when I was 12 or something.
That's the last time?
I don't know, but yesterday I'm on the phone with Avery and she keeps saying Mos Def is like, yeah, Dad, Mos Def. And I'm like, you know, that's a rapper, right? She goes, really? And I screamed.
And an actor.
I sent her the freaking link to his Spotify. This was yesterday.
Wow, so you got this
He
connection.
was great in Be Kind Rewind.
And I played his number one
Good
song,
job.
which is something about booties, I think. It was something booties.
Not touching that.
Mos Def is 53. I don't know.
No,
That's
you know what
so
they say.
weird, man.
I think, yeah, you might not be wrong,
Remember
but
I
that
told you
seems
about
old.
karma. That's weird.
You know what? I'm going to go 50.
56.
Dave is closest,
Of course I am.
52.
Thank
And
you.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim, former king.
Pinky up.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim is 49. Number 2 pick out of Berkeley.
48.
52.
Oh, we have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave.
That's how you finish. Also, Ghost Sheet. Smart guy here. You're having people on your show. You're going to debunk things. Sean Cunningham's coming on. Knights of the Round Table. And
it's going down.
The Sacramento Kings.
Glad he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce